Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Hello. It feels so weird. I don't have a earpiece in, so I can't hear anything. Hello, welcome in. Happy Wednesday. Happy Monday. Today we are going to be making taquitos, which I have seen a few recipes around, and we're going to try and do our own version. We're not going to fry them, we're going to cook them in the oven. So today is the 21st, which is in America, which is tomorrow, but National Hard Shell Taco Day or something. So I was like, perfect, works in really well. So we're going to do jalapeno popper chicken taquitos. So we're going to get some chicken, we're going to cook that, shred it, make a jalapeno popper, so jalapenos, cream cheese. I'm going to do fresh and pickled jalapenos, and then we're going to roll them up in some corn tortillas, bake them, and then dip them, I don't know, create like a dipping sauce. I don't know yet what we're going to do. We're going to have to talk about it. And then we're also going to be making some baked, cake donuts instead of frying them. We're going to make some, and then dip them into like a chocolate fudge sauce. It's going to be delicious. Before we get into today's stream, let's go back to last time on. I'm going to show you what we did on the last stream, which is coincidentally yesterday. We did a little, if you weren't around, go and check the VOD. We did a super sneaky stream to try out the Impossible meat. So yesterday, Exceed and I cooked that. You must have taken that photo. That was what we did yesterday. We made it into bolognese. It was nice. We made a breakfast pizza to start. So, yeah, you sneaky lady. Thank you. Oh, he's fixed my thing for me. He's a legend. I can hear you all now. So we received 6 new people in the form of follows, 5 subs, resubs, and gifted subaroos, and 333 cheeky bits.
Delicious.
Green Eyes, thank you for 29 months. Hell yes.
Lucky number 29.
Thank you for using your Prime. So Beware My Brain for 5 months, Yulsif for 20, Ping King for 34, Chicken Box for 2, and J Fry for 44. I don't know why the bits aren't there. Hold on, maybe I missed them. It's usually the case. Yeah, there's no bits there. Weird. But we appreciate the 333 bits. Yeah, okay. It was a lovely stream, a little bit ad hoc, because we had already planned the week's menu, and we really wanted to use the Impossible meat, and we didn't want to freeze it because we wanted to try it like fresh from the grocery store. And now I went and bought some more yesterday because it's on sale, so I popped some in the freezer, so we've got it whenever we want to make it. Loving the makeup, thank you. It was a quick makeup application because I was in here. I wrote up the recipe because I promised you guys the recipe would be up for the hot cross buns. So I wrote that up, finished it, and I was kind of faffing around, and Nixie was like, "We're gonna go live soon," and I was dressed like this. We've been on a dog walk, so I was like, "Huh." Usually you guys know what I wear on stream, like long sleeve shirts and stuff. I was like, let's get more comfortable in the uncomfortable, mole. And so yeah, really quick application, but I appreciate it. Does that mean the possibility of an Impossible burger for Burger Stream? Yes, it does. It does. I went and bought a packet of patties, which are a little bit more expensive, but we don't know why. Like, rather than just the meat, why they created the patties. We're not sure if maybe they less water or something so that they keep their shape better, but we bought both just in case to try them out. But then we've mainly bought I think we have 3 packets of the meat now, which comes in like a cube, I don't know. But yeah, we're excited to try it in a burgie. Julie, Mrs. Razor, welcome in. Knights Camp, Simply Oakley, lovely to see you here. We're just getting started. Green Eyes, Matala Kane, guys, give me a holler if you're in chat. And we're gonna do a deep dive into Discord, show you what the community has been cooking and eating. Exceed's got breakfast already, And so we're probably gonna get into the food after that. Cool. See you in like an hour for that 30-second recap. I'm busy today, no worries. Delirium Dream, good morning.
Hello.
Hello. How you doing?
I'm good. I have important news.
What?
The big delivery that we're waiting on
Yes. Tell me
is
it's coming
apparently
today.
coming today.
No way. Oh my God. It was supposed to come on Wednesday. Hopefully it comes on stream. That will be very exciting. So we can, well, yeah. Anyway, we'll talk about it if it does come on stream. Exceed has breakfast already. It's not even his birthday. I know. He has leftover pasta and bolognese sauce. Big package delivery. Yes. We are getting some stream upgrades. Very exciting stuff. Can't talk about it. Miravina, welcome back. Sophia, welcome in. All right, let's have a look at what y'all been cooking, what you've been eating. I saw this morning and I said to a kid, I don't think I have ever eaten, I don't think I've ever eaten or bought chocolate chip ice cream. It's always like chocolate chip cookie dough or cookies and cream. I don't know the last time, if ever, chocolate chip ice cream. I don't think it's a popular flavor. Is it popular? Do you guys like it? I do. I'm just taking my microphone, my headphone down. It's a bit loud in my ear. I have to admit that I love really cold chocolate, how it's really crunchy. I love that feeling. So I'm pretty sure I could be a fan of it. I like cookie dough ice cream, me too. I would probably eat, I'm being known to eat the cookie dough pieces out of the ice cream and leave the ice cream for Exceed. Or let it melt. Last night's dinner, spinach and ricotta gnocchi with veggie packed lentil sauce. Damn. I have made ricotta gnocchi once or twice and I wasn't a huge fan of it. I gotta give it another go because I think I made it wrong the first time. Second time was okay, but that looks delicious. I was looking at I think Kate, I don't know if the place that your mum went to or something in I don't know. I don't know if it's, did you end up telling us the place that your mum went to in Tasmania, that restaurant? Or some reason I was doing like this search of, I went into a rabbit warren of searching some restaurant in Tasmania and I found that they're known for giant gnocchi. And I thought, I can get around that because I really love gnocchi. Big pan-fried pieces of gnocchi sound pretty delicious. I tried to Google and search if there was like recipes or if it was a well-known thing, like a large gnocchi. It seems it's not. So we need to make it a thing. Yum! I was looking, there seems a lot of veggies. Corn, carrot, looks good. And lentils, you said? Yum, and nice bread. Looks good. Claws and whiskers, thank you for sharing. Beware my brain. I don't know if Jay would eat that, but I certainly would. Copycat Casey's breakfast pizza. Who's Casey? Is Casey, I feel like Casey's like a restaurant or something? This copycat recipe is dead on. Interesting. They didn't end up going to that restaurant. They were booked out. It does book out pretty quickly. But I hope they had a fantastic time. She's back now from Tasmania. Zara pork bao buns that I made and the dough is homemade. Dang, look at them. Is that pork? Yeah, pork bao buns with carrot, some cilantro or coriander. Guys, this is how much you guys are, like, my mind is always like, you know, American and Australian words. I was doing my food order and I typed in cilantro and I couldn't understand why it wasn't coming up. And then I was like, I just was so distracted. And then I realized I had to type coriander instead of cilantro. I was like, why is there no cilantro? Like, why isn't it coming up? And then I'm like, good one, Mel. Good one. Roman I don't know about this. I am not a huge hot cross bun person, but bacon and eggs on hot cross buns, I feel like it
I
could
can't
go.
say I've ever seen it before.
Hollandaise sauce on top, maybe? Because like it's a slightly sweet bun with raisins. It's kind of like using raisin toast with bacon and eggs. Are we fans? Are we not? How are we feeling? Fried eggs, good. Bacon, good. I kind of feel like I would be a fan more with sausage than bacon. And with a little bit of maple syrup in there. Basically going to turn it into a, what are they called, Exceed? A McGriddle, yeah. I like cinnamon raisin toast, but with bacon and eggs. Ravina? With bacon and eggs? Kind of a form of eggs Benedict. That's where my mind went. Maybe with some syrup, that's what I thought, yeah. Dang, look at that. Nice. Thank you for sharing. Looks good, Roman. Can't mix the sweet and savory, really? See, I am 100% sweet and savory girl. Like give me pancakes with sausage, American like spicy sausage with we can have an egg. Eggs are like a good, it's kind of like a good thing to have with it. I don't know, just like it's a good simple filler in the meal, and then maple syrup. That's good for me. Margot made some pancakes and blueberry compote for Annie's birthday lunch, and for me, buffalo chicken and salad wrap. Margot, you're not a fan of pancakes? These look good. I love that jar. Where did you get it? Like the pouring jar like this? The vessel. Very cute. Does she have cream or ice cream? Butter? Looks good. Buffalo chicken wrap. Looks good. It's a loaded wrap. Pancakes are alright, but not my favorite. Alright, fair enough. What else we got? Thank you for sharing. Vape Queen. Cheesy veggie bean and beef enchiladas with tomato salad. Eee, looks good. I like it. And what else we got? Honey mustard pork, roasted pumpkin and beach. I like the what do you call it? Like the Exceed. What do you call this? Like the.
Oh, what are we talking about?
How like Sammy is set up here, like she's used the syntax, no, the like sectioning.
You mean like how she's posted the words above the photo?
Yeah, and how they're set out, like with the, what's that symbol called? Bracket? Not a bracket. It's like a line.
I can't see the screen that well. Is it the square bracket? Oh,
It's just like instead of a forward slash backslash, it's like a straight slash.
oh yeah. Okay. Cool.
What's that called?
I don't know if it has a name.
Okay, I like how she set out the words there.
The formatting?
Formatting, that's what is the exact word that I was trying to think of. The formatting. I really like the formatting. It's called a pipe. I like the piping.
Oh, you're right. I should have known that. Thank you.
You should have known that. You would know pipe. Yes, that's a pipe. Honey mustard pork, roasted pumpkin and beetroot, cucumber salad. Yes, Exceed look whole grain mustard. Feta.
That's an Exceed amount of mustard as well.
It is a lot of mustard. I really like the amount of cucumber too. Very fresh. Pipe. Hey, Cad. Buenos dias. Barbecue veggie and bacon fritters, parmesan fries, avocado slaw, and some garlic aioli on the side. Cad, how is everyone who's doing it? How is Girl Scout cookie season? That's on now, isn't it? Cad, we've got to order some cookies. I don't want you to ship them to us. I just want to pay for them.
Wait, I missed this. What's the thing on the right?
The right of the ones on the Romeo.
Yeah.
I think they are veggie and bacon fritters, parmesan fries,
Ooh.
avocado slaw. It's on and done. Sounds good. It's on and
Yeah,
done. What? Huh?
I think that means you missed your chance.
What did? Damn it! Damn it! I thought you were picking them up, and what? I didn't. I was waiting for the go ahead that you were like, I got them now, Molly. But it's my fault. I know that he's like, he was like, he told you he's got in the truck, and I was like, yeah, I thought you were just gonna get them, and then, you know, their troops sold out all the cookies they had this morning. Damn it. Okay, can we just give Baby Llama some money? Support her. I'll take some of those new brownie cookies. I did say that 3 weeks ago. You did. Yeah. No, but yeah, I didn't. I thought it was last week. I'm sorry. But we'll figure out how we can support Baby Llama. I walked past. Okay, this is what I saw at the store yesterday. I just walked past. It was this is not a full bakery, but up the top you can see this line. If you can see my mouse, they are jam donuts. So usually they have jam and cream. Some of them have jam custard and cream. Some of them have custard and cream. They're just like long donuts, long boys. Then on the second line to the left, you've got apple turnovers. So basically they're puff pastry that have been flipped over with like an apple pie filling. And then they open it up further slightly, and then they pipe fresh cream in there once they're cooled. This is a custard tart, which is basically like a open pie with a baked custard in it. It's delicious. Then you've got cream horns. Then there's chocolate eclairs, jam and cream donuts, custard and cream donuts, jelly for the kids. You know, there's Ninja Turtle, or there's like cupcakes, apple pies, and a large apple pie. So
I'm surprised you didn't buy anything.
I actually just walked past. I was walking back to my car, and then I was like, oh my God, take a photo, kept walking. I didn't even think about buying anything. I should have. No, I did think about buying you something. And then I thought it would be, you didn't have to buy me this.
Everything in that screenshot,
yeah,
or that photo, what would you have bought me?
What I would have bought you, a jam and cream donut.
Which one? Like the one in the middle, or the one in the top right?
Why? Which one would you like?
It's hard. That would have been a good choice. I would have been
You like
happy with
custard
that.
and cream?
Yeah, would have been happy with that as well.
Okay. Eclair would have been my choice for me.
What is there? Ones in the top left, just a box of them.
Yeah.
It's the same stuff though, right?
I think they may be slightly different, like one of each like flavor. I don't know. Two jam, two custard. I don't know.
Delicious.
Yes. Did they say? Oh no, there's cakes. Something $12. I was like, $12 for a cream horn? Oh my God. So the jam and donuts are they're $3. I've never made a jam and cream donut like that before. Obviously, I know how to make donuts, and I do them pretty well, if I'm gonna say myself, but I've never made a donut like that before. Like a long donut. I've only ever done round donuts. Maybe that should be something that we do. We could be like the Molly Bakery. What else we got? Beware my brain. I love cream horns. Hard to find around here. We got fancy and ordered Japanese delivery. Would have been better at the restaurant, but Jay understandably was too tired. I get that. Both came with salad and miso. My box was teriyaki salmon, shrimp, veggie tempura, 3-piece sashimi, and some California rolls. Hey.
This looks so good. I was so impressed by this. So
this is actually very coincidental that before, when we used to live in this area, when I was like growing up, the place where this is now, like, is kind of like in a thoroughfare of the mall. Just behind where I was walking, there used to be a Japanese restaurant that used to be there. Now it's replaced by Java Juice, like Boost Juice. But this is where on Thursday nights, my mum and dad we used to go like late night shopping or whatever. And my dad and I always used to get sushi, a bento box like this, that was like rice, sushi, had some like katsu chicken or teriyaki chicken, and then it came with miso. It was really, really tasty. Now, you're here. I didn't close it. It's no problem. I've been in the process of doing some renovations around the house, and I took the doorknobs off, but I didn't take the full doorknobs off. The locking mechanism, and our bedroom door is shut. You just need to get a pliers and twist it. Is there a dog shut in there? No. Okay. Oh, I can fix it in 2 seconds. Have you ever made a maple bar from scratch? I don't think so. We've made maple donuts before. I was thinking today about our next cook along, what it should be. Yes, like this. Yes. Salad. Yum. This looks good. Look at that tempura. That tempura looks delicious. Tempura is something that I've only made once. I think we should do like a full bento box. Put that on the list. Removing the bedroom doorknobs. Yeah. LP asked if something like this. Have you guys ever seen, this is a, it's a community give back box or a community pantry. Basically, you stock things in there and then people in your community can take what they need or take what they want. Sometimes it can be like they can take something and then leave something. I think it's a great initiative. But I just get worried that people vandalize or they steal. But I think it's nice, a nice thing to do to give back to your community and people in need. I like the ones with the books too. I did notice they have at our local Woolworths where I went yesterday. Not my usual grocery store, but they have a book exchange there in the corner. It was really cool, inside the grocery store. Mudman did chicken stir fry. Nice. Look at that in the wilderness. Makes me think like he's camping. Someone tried to do that close to my area, but the neighborhood kids ruined it. Yeah. Like I thought about doing something where we could if we made food on stream, we could put it in there. But you wouldn't want to do it at the front of your house because that's, privacy concern. But yeah, you just worry about people not using it appropriately because I would love to just bake and cook all day, every day and recipe test and then not worry about whether food, I could give it to people. Herb and garlic chicken burgers with iceberg lettuce and spinach, avocado, mayo and cheese. Yum. Okay, that looks delicious. What kind of bread is that? Yes, that looks really good. I know we were giving a hard time. Iceberg lettuce, and Steve was saying about spinach. But I'm not going to stop using them. I like them both.
I think it looks great.
I don't really buy iceberg lettuce. I buy cos lettuce because I find that iceberg lettuce is messy. I don't know, messier. I don't really know why I think that. But those chips look fantastic too. It's just a white bread roll because it looked like a Turkish bread to me. This is no naive questions, none at all. Does Australia have a homeless problem like America does? Unfortunately, we do. There is support for the homeless in different communities and different towns. There is great support for mental health as well, but there's no denying that it isn't as good as it could be and should be. There is homeless for different reasons, for mental health, domestic violence, abuse, parental, problems, kids leaving home, not having a support system. But I would say that I don't know that, and a proper comparison, I want to be, I could be judgmental and say that I would assume that it would be better than the US just because we have a Medicare system, especially for mental health, to be able to access, help and that they need. But I know that in town there is areas where the homeless do sleep out. Some people prefer to live on the streets than dictated to what they should do and shouldn't do, have to use medication and things like that. I think that it's a global issue that we definitely need to rectify and give support to.
It's really hard to say, like, to compare the two, because there's so many differences. Like, the biggest one is population, right? Like maybe we have like the same, because obviously America's population is way bigger than Australia's. So like, maybe it's like at the same scale, but we have less because there's less people, if that makes sense, but it's sort of like the same percentage.
Yeah.
Like I don't know those numbers. You don't see it as much, but that's because there's less people, right? But it exists. It's definitely a thing. But I don't know how to say if it's better or worse than America. I don't know enough about it.
Yeah.
And I don't even think that, I think it would be very hard to like compare the two because of all the differences.
Yeah, like Kat said, it likely can't be worse than the US. Most of the politicians fight against homelessness are laws literally against them. Yeah. Like Claus and Whisker says, a lot of the time the homeless people are very kind and very grateful for, I bought coffee, and dog food when I was at a restaurant, and just kind of helping and supporting what you can. You don't want to be intrusive, but you want to, especially in winter or something, grab them a cup of coffee or whatever. But it is... sometimes you do think twice about it because there is, the meth kind of issue, drugs, and you're not sure how they are going to receive you when you offer support or offer assistance. We were in the city a few years ago, and there was a lady, kind of like really high on drugs, walking around with like a scalpel and stuff. We tried to help her. She was walking in traffic, and the only thing that we could do was ring like the police and ring like a mental health care, support team that would come and help and just make sure she wasn't going to hurt herself, but then keep a distance. It's really, really hard of knowing what to do and how to help. I think that you just need to reach out to different organisations. Unfortunately, in Australia, we have a lot of laws and regulations in regards to preparation of food. So we would love to be able to give away food that we make on stream, but understandably, the food they can't know that, they want to know that whoever's receiving the food is going to be safe and know that it's been prepared in like a professional kitchen and things. So there are, majority of the times, regulations on homeless kind of shelters receiving food from regular kitchens like ours. But we are pretty keen on and supporting. We've raised I think it's over $10,000 throughout the year, throughout the few years for charities, whether like cancer research and homeless and domestic violence. Last year we did fundraising for the local West Australian crisis relief, and that deals with homelessness and domestic violence. And we're keen to help whatever we can. I regularly donate clothes and linens and things privately to make sure that like things that we aren't using that can go to a safe home. Sorry. My parcel is coming. Give me 2 seconds. I don't know. I think that is maybe a plumber. Anyway. Okay. Can you guys hear me? Did I mute myself? I didn't. All right. Mario is here. He is. Anyway, let's go back onto it. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. There's no naive questions like that. I love asking. If I can, shed light on anything, let me know. Levy copied Kate and made the pizza pockets from the website. I am going to work on a dedicated recipe to on the website for that. We've got a huge, I said to Exceed, I'm going to start working later into the night to break down recipes, because there's stuff that I say, just use that from the website, and it's a little bit hard to understand. So I'm going to try and work on the website and kind of make it better for you guys. and add a lot more stuff on there. So these are the pizza pockets. She added some parmesan to the dough and they came out like potatoes. They look exactly like a potato. Hey Stace, welcome in. It's our pleasure, Miravina, to be able to raise money. We are so grateful for the support that we receive. It's our kind of, for us, it's important to give back to and pay it forward. Because I think the more you give, the more you receive, and you have to circulate support, and it's really, really important. So we have some stuff coming up in the next year. If you guys have any suggestions of things that you'd like to do, we're keen to hear. Look at them, nice pizza pockets, looking good. So she put pineapple in them. I thought that was a good idea. Exceed has suggested that we try that as well. Yaksha, welcome in. I see you there. Sorry I missed your message. Even in Finland, we have homeless people, but we don't really talk about it much. Oh yeah, I think that's one of those things that there's things in society that we like acknowledge that they're there, but we don't talk about. And I think that that's something that we kind of need to do. We need to acknowledge that there's stuff going on that isn't great and figure out, how we can improve it. And it's not out of sight, out of mind. Briley, welcome in. How you doing? How's your weekend? Hope you're doing really well. It's lovely to see you back. Strip also tried the Impossible Meat, and this is how it turned out. He said, I have to say, honestly, I like this better than real beef. It's so close to real beef, it's actually insane. We like it too. This is the Impossible Meat, available now in Australia. Claws and Whiskers tried something different with bread making today. Crusty white bread, so soft and fluffy, very different to my usual sourdough loaves. Nice. Look how pretty. Looks good. Nice crumb. Fabulous work. Arbitrator on the road in Louisiana. Love this. My dish of choice is a crawfish meat pie and a stick of boudin. Okay, is it boudin or boudin? Boudin, right? It's good. I really liked it. I'm a big fan. I gotta learn how to make it. We need like a sausage press and be able to make our own sausages. But this is a hand pie, right? And this has crawfish in it. Never had a seafood pie before. I think that's something that we need to try. Hey, look at that. Is it got rice in it too? Damn. That's a good, obviously hand pie, great for driving. Nice, thank you for sharing. Kate, fried egg tomato on toast this morning. Looks good. It's a good sandwich. Okay, fresh, or are they don't look like they're pan-fried tomatoes. Running egg, salt and pepper. Guys, new recipe alert. Hot cross buns is on the website. Go and check it out. Let me know if you need tweaks, changes. For sure pronounced boudin. Cool. Thank you, Ginger Snap. There is some suggestions such as chopped chips and raisins. I'm gonna work on doing the mix-ins. It's roughly like 100 to 120 grams of mix-ins. So you can do like cranberries and like chopped chips, or you can do basically whatever you like. Some people like the more the merrier with mix-ins with hot cross buns, and they want it loaded. Some people like one minimal. So I want to leave it up to personal preference, but I would say about 100 grams. This just came up on my Twitter feed. Aussie style chocolate cream sandwich cookies coated in chocolate. Trader Joe's. Oh, so it's like a Tim Tam. Yeah, interesting. Trader Joe's. I think I just died a little inside. Just grab Tim Tams from Walmart. Don't go to Trader Joe's. Just Tim Tams from Walmart. Original, that's all you need in your life. They're in the pan for 5 seconds because I had to cook an egg for the 4-year-old. Okay. What else we got? Tim Tams ain't no substitute. They're good. They're a little bit sweet, but they're good. What else we want? Cad. Breakfast today was eggs Benedict and hash browns from the local diner. Except, what do you think of those hash?
Yeah, I think this looks great. This would be like my sort of order.
The hollandaise looks perfect, if I do say so myself. That looks like a good, thick hollandaise. I don't know how I feel. I would have put the hash brown underneath the eggs Benedict, like underneath the eggs. So you have like bacon, hash brown, eggs poured over. Like, I don't really like the idea of a side. I don't know how you feel. Who is this? How do I pronounce your name? A custard tart with strawberries, blueberries, blackberries, and raspberries. Hey, pretty. Very nice. Thank you for sharing. I don't know how to pronounce your name. No. BJ? I can't even read that from here, but thank you for sharing. All right. I need a sneeze and then we are good to go. Shoo! Okay.
Bless
Breakfast
you.
was delicious. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Chocolate donuts. And we need to get some chicken. I forgot to defrost the chicken, I think. No problem. It's no problem. I'll just grab some out now. Okay. Bless you. Bless you, bless you, bless you. Okay, so we're gonna make the donuts first, I think. So the chicken can do its thing and defrost. 2 minutes into microwave. Now, guys, cake donuts. Who's had them? I think a few of you have had a few tries. I don't know what that means, but I think a few of you have tried cake donuts before. Give me a holler. Basically, it's like a cup. What did you call it, Exceed? You said it's like a cupcake, or?
Well, I don't think I've had one before, but you were describing them to me yesterday, and I said, "Is that not just a muffin?"
Yeah, I said it's basically like a round muffin. You could. I'm just trying to get my molds because this is what we need. It's green. I think they come in a set of 3. So these are my molds. Oh, here we go. Yes, cool. Come in a different shape. So we've got 3. They just come from Amazon. I think they were like $15 or something. I also have these. These are Pokeball molds. Different shape molds. Half moon molds. Honey cake molds. Love hearts. Easter eggs. The last time we used these Easter eggs was when we made bath bombs.
Delicious.
Good morning, Back Pocket. How you doing, guys? We're just going through, look at those booties. We're just going through different molds because we're making cake donuts. So we've got these little cute ones like this and the regular ones. But basically we're making donuts. Instead of frying them, we're gonna make them, they're kind of like, Exceed was saying, like a muffin that's in the shape of a donut. And then we're gonna drizzle them, or we're gonna dip them into like a chocolate glaze. So they're gonna be like a healthier version of a donut, depending on what type of mix-ins. You can make them healthier or more luxurious, make them a little bit naughtier. I can't get over that booty shaking emote. It's just, it's so good. I assume that Gus made that. It's so good. Guys, welcome. I just distracted by all that jelly.
It's so cheeky.
Isn't it? Okay, Nick needs this recipe stat. Nick is always welcome to come and cook with us in the kitchen. Or Gus, yeah. It's even for a pocket, I don't know how you move like that. It's like the too much, like a huge hip action. It's like throwing like one leg up in the air and then just the jelly. I don't know. It's a lot. It's a lot. We need to one day unpack it all. But welcome in. My name is Molly. The voice that you can hear is Exceed.
Hello.
And we are a cooking stream. So we recreate we recreate items from different games, movies, cuisines, and we just hopefully teaching you guys how to make simply delicious food at your own home. So stick around, hit the follow button. We're also going to be making, hello voice. We're also going to be making some delicious taquitos. The 21st, I was going to say today, but the 21st of March is actually National Hard Taco Day, I think in the US, because national, we're going to steal it from them. But we're making taquitos today. We're going to do, basically it's some type of filling wrapped in a corn tortilla, and they're usually deep fried, but we're going to bake them. So we're doing like a jalapeno popper chicken. So chicken, cream cheese, jalapenos, pickled and fresh, wrapped up in a corn tortilla, baked, so they're crunchy. And then we're gonna create a dipping sauce with there as well, and it's gonna be delicious. It's gonna be so good. We are trying to convince him that he needs to buy a donut machine with the amount of donuts he eats on stream. What kind of donuts does he, I wanna judge him now. What type of donuts does he consume? They're not gonna be like a Krispy Kreme, like he's gonna go like a fancier version of donuts, I assume. He is a man of a lot of class and a lot of culture. He doesn't eat Krispy Kremes on stream, does he? He eats anything with the anything that he can get his hands on. I didn't know that he had such a love and appreciation for donuts. Interesting. He loves a good cinnamon donut. Oh, okay. All right. Sounds good. So I will let you guys choose. Oh, hello. Camera is working when you turn it on. Hold on. All right, guys. Do we want the plain Jane donuts, or do we want the round, these special, what would you call these? Like a flower exceed? What do you call them? Kind of like a mochi donut.
I don't know. I wouldn't call it a flower.
Yeah, would you want to do both? ¿Por qué no los dos? Both, guys? See what comes out better? I have made 2 Nick Boy donut art words based on his eating. Ooh, sounds good. Classic. All right. I think we're gonna do both, just to try it out. It's only once in a lifetime you get. Both 2 people are saying classic, okay? But I think that this one will look prettier. I kind of made up my mind we're gonna do both. I don't think it matters between colors. This one looks cleaner though, so do a poll. Let's just do both. Then we can get the best of both worlds. We could do Pokeballs too. I don't know what this is. Why is this discolored like this?
To all the lovely new people that came over in the raid, we know that you may be screaming out to share and chat, but you can't.
Yeah, we're really, really sorry. Howdy chicken, welcome in. So the unfortunate thing, well, it's really great. It's great for us, but also it's unfortunate for you guys. We are on the front page, or the shelf of the front page at different times over the next month, over March for Women's History Month. But it means when you're on the shelf, you have to have all your security zipped up all the way to the top. So it means that you have to have like follower only mode for like 10 minutes, and it's pretty crappy. So I apologize. Stick around, hit the follow button, and just come back and come back and chat when you can, because it's to protect us. We get that, but it's really sad because we want to talk to new people with raids. But know that we love you and know that we want to talk to you. So yeah, follow and then come back, stick around, whatever. You get what I mean. Okay, so donuts. Is chocolate the best flavoring out there? when it comes to anything. Ice cream, chocolate's better than strawberry or vanilla. Vanilla is underappreciated, I get that. Chocolate orange, yeah, that's something that isn't as appreciated as it should be. But if you had chocolate, strawberry, vanilla, banana, what one are you? That is a perfect poll. What are you choosing? Chocolate, vanilla, strawberry, or banana? If I like a vanilla ice cream with a Hershey syrup. Interesting. All of them? No, you have to only choose one, Trackles. Maybe we'll get a mod to do the poll. Depends what, I don't get, no, we're not putting situations on it. We have to choose one, guys. Hottie says definitely chocolate, vanilla for stir drinks a lot. No Neapolitan, get out of here with that. You gotta pick one. Guys, it's do or die. You gotta pick a team. Are you team chocolate, team vanilla, team strawberry, vanilla? Fake banana or real banana?
What's this for? Just ice cream in general?
Anything, any flavor. If you could only have one flavor for the rest of your life of anything, like if you go to get a milkshake, it has to be that flavor. If you go to ice cream, it's that flavor.
Okay, and what are the options?
Chocolate. Oh no, I forgot. Chocolate, vanilla, strawberry, or banana?
Banana, baby.
Really? Okay. Submissive breedable boy, welcome in. No Neapolitan, get out of here with that. Vanilla for Kobe. Welcome in, Kobe. It's lovely to see you again. Is there a cream cheese iced donut like on carrot cake? We could do a topping, but you just got to go with the choice. Okay, where's this poll? Mods, where are you at? Death is not an option. Banana, carrot. Farmer Joe, get out of here. No, that is not an option. Strawberry, banana, chocolate. Where's the vanilla lovers at? No gnocchi. Okay, what? Oh, the stuff on the behind the screen, the purple stuff. This is iridium gnocchi. This is a recipe I created for Borderlands, where 2 years ago. So this is iridium gnocchi. The website has the recipe. The Doom cake we made for Doom Eternal. What else is there? This is, it's not a theme recipe, but that is vegan cheesecake. It's very tasty actually. Chocolate, strawberry, vanilla, banana. No other. No other. Who's? Chocolate is in the lead, pushing forward. Chocolate, strawberry, vanilla, banana. No, if no one can vote other. The one person that's voted other, you're out of here. Can never get a straight answer from chat. I know, you guys just don't listen to the rules. Okay, I need to go from behind. You guys can come with me. Welcome to the pantry. We need...
That's your pantry? Oh my God.
I know, wrong. Guys, I'm sorry that we don't have any lighting. It's a work in progress. This is what happens when...
Margot says, it's a pretty weird question, to be honest, Molly.
What? What do you mean it's a weird question? It's a good question. I want blueberry flavor, Molly, because I'm anti-mainstream. Oh my gosh. There's always one. Like, I don't want to go with the crowd. I want to go the opposite. Vanilla is the most versatile. I agree with that. I agree. I personally would probably go chocolate or vanilla. Oh my God, I'm dead, that pantry. We're very, very lucky. We bought a house, we ripped out the kitchen and we relocated it and we created this pantry. So, I'll show you around. So, the sink, cupboards up here. I've just chosen the splashback, kind of. Chosen the splashback, but waiting on stock availability. And after that, we'll install it. We've got panels and stuff, kickboards to do, all these exciting things. But we're getting there. It's a work in progress. But yeah, we love it. You know, it's the cool thing when you're a cooking streamer, your investment in your content is a new kitchen. It's we're very, very lucky. Okay, so eggs, flour, we're using some plain flour and some corn flour today to make it light and fluffy. If you have pastry flour or cake flour, don't buy it. It's a waste of money. Like, if you're not gonna use it, you're not a baker. Just use corn flour and do what I'm doing. Here, cocoa powder, coffee. My little tip, if you're gonna bake something or you like to use, you know, chocolate, cakes, really anything, add a little bit of coffee. It just enhances the richness of your chocolate flavor. It's my little tip when you're making a chocolate cake or a muffin or whatever. Baking powder and baking soda. I'm gonna use where's my Macca's tray?
Molly, on that tip, Ravina asks, instant coffee or other?
Instant coffee. So a little bit of instant coffee. If you want to, you can brew some coffee, like an espresso shot, like a really condensed, concentrated flavor of coffee, and then add that in there as well. That's fantastic. Yep. Corn flour is cornstarch. It is. Yeah. Vinegar. So what we want is we need to add an acid to the baking soda to give it a fluff. We're gonna add some sugar or maple syrup. You can omit the whole science behind adding the acid is because that's the only acid in there. If we want to substitute the maple syrup, we can use brown sugar because brown sugar has molasses, which is slightly acidic. That will react with the baking soda, but I'm going to make it a little bit healthier with maple syrup. So I'm going to use vinegar instead just to give it that reaction and make it fluffier. Okay. Looks like you're at a tiebreaker, Molly. Oh, I can't see the poll. What were the results?
It tied 10 apiece.
For
I think it was between chocolate and vanilla.
Nice. You guys, I have faith in you now. Like, I was a bit unsure with the people throwing around banana and strawberry, but chocolate and vanilla I can deal with. You're my people. Chocolate chips. Here. Dark chocolate or milk chocolate? This is gonna take a long time for you guys to answer. Everyone disagrees with milk or dark. I think that's it. Milk will get from the front. So the idea is eventually to be able to cook in this area with the lighting. We'll probably get some more cameras set up so we can cook in here while I can see and you can see me as well as see inside the bowl. But we're just, working through what we've got at the moment. There is a lot of science behind baking, 100%. And once you can kind of understand what's going on, why an ingredient is in there, that's when you have the ability to make substitutions. It's really important, if a recipe says, okay, I don't have any buttermilk, but I want to use regular milk, you need to add like a bit of acid in there so that it reacts with the baking soda or the baking powder to give you that like fluffiness. You can substitute a buttermilk for regular milk, but you need some lemon juice or some vinegar in there to make it, make sure it's the same thing. You can substitute oil for butter, but remember that butter actually has water as well as fat, whereas oil is 100% fat. So just the small little things, if you stick around here, you'll learn some stuff. I don't know everything. We can learn from each other. We can fail forward. We make mistakes. And we just want to normalize making, delicious food and having fun with it. If I had the power to ban dark chocolate from the world, I would. Julie, dark chocolate is life. I much prefer dark chocolate than I do milk. I buy specific milk chocolate that is less sweet because I just find it way overwhelming with sweetness sometimes. Especially white chocolate. Ugh, too sweet. It has its place in a kind of a white chocolate macadamia cookie, but white chocolate, not for me. I gotta go and get the rest of the stuff. Stay there. Does it matter what kind of coffee you use with the chocolate? So I will show you what I mean is, even if you're using instant coffee, you need to add it to a little bit of water to then dissolve it. So if you don't have instant coffee, just brew espresso or a really condensed, concentrated coffee and add that. I recommend, we have an espresso machine, and so we drink espresso coffee, but I always have some type of instant coffee for baking, or when we ran out of coffee, because Exceed likes instant better. Good quality instant. And it just add a smaller bit of, amount of flavor. I have a recipe that I'm working on at the moment, which is a chocolate chunk espresso blondies. So instead of brownies, they don't have cocoa powder, but they add some coffee grounds. So directly, from your ground coffee, you can, with your espresso machine, just ground some coffee or put some coffee beans into a food processor and grind them down. And you want like 2 tablespoons of that. And that adds some really nice coffee flavor too. And if it's in a cake, you don't really necessarily feel that crunchiness of the coffee grounds, and that's okay to use. It doesn't have as concentrated flavor than espresso, but it is something that you can substitute with. Cool. Just gonna put this aircon on. If you have any questions and if I haven't answered them, feel free to repost them at me. I find baking replacements very interesting. Yeah, they do take some playing around with to figure out what works, like a 1-for-1. Sometimes it will work good enough. A substitution won't be exactly the same. It's like when substituting plain flour for gluten-free flour, it will never be exactly the same. It'll be okay. It'll be just right. Substituting oil and butter, like I was saying before, needs a little bit of tweaking for the quantity. And remember, ingredients in my country may be slightly different to your country. The color may be different. Like for butter, for instance, Australian butter or New Zealand butter is very yellow because of the grass-fed animal, like the grass-fed cows. It might be very pale and very light in the US or North America. So just little things that you might think that they're a little bit different. Sometimes it will play a major effect and sometimes it won't. And you just need to build confidence. You've got to suck at something to get better, to improve your skills. You need to have failures, you need to learn some lessons. Unfortunately, I know in today's society, we don't like to make mistakes, we don't like to look bad, but that is the reality. You only get better and become more confident by going through those hard times and learning. We've all been there. I still make mistakes. We all still make mistakes even if we're confident. But trialing different things. And it could also, you need to understand, it could also be an external factor, like your oven's not working or the milk is different, the ingredients you're using are different. It's not always you, and you need to take that into fact and not feel down when something happens. It's really easy to blame yourself for that, get hard on yourself that you suck at cooking and that I'm doing something wrong and I'm not good at this and it's all too hard. But there are external factors that play a really huge part, more so than yourself. Sometimes, the milk could be a little bit, out of date, or that the eggs could be a little bit watery. There are stuff that comes into it. Be kind to yourself. Molly, I've been working on that, getting better with mistakes, especially with cooking and baking. Yes, Miravine, I love to hear that. I'm just going to put my hair up because I keep touching it. Literally, it can come down to brands, I've noticed. Yeah. So I read somewhere that baking powder makes things rise and baking soda makes things runny. No, I don't know what context, because I don't want to say I don't agree with that because I don't know the context that it was written. Baking powder is baking soda, usually with an acid So it has like, I think it's cream of tartar that's mixed with it. So when it comes in contact with water, it is an acid and, let me get the science right. So baking soda is sodium bicarbonate coming together to, when it comes in contact with water, it reacts with the acid, whereas baking soda needs another form of acid, whether it be vinegar, lemon juice, brown sugar, molasses, and that will react to give you your leavening, because it's the reaction that occurs, and the byproduct is your air bubbles. Those air bubbles get captured inside the gluten and captured inside whatever you're making, and they make your cake or whatever rise. And that's what we want to happen, because that makes a really light cake. In this circumstance, we're using gluten flour, so plain flour, and some corn flour, because we want to reduce the amount of gluten, but we want just enough to keep it together, but the less gluten will make it light and fluffy. The more gluten that is available in, I know this might be confusing and it's totally going off, off tangent. More gluten, and the more we need it, more we like mix it, it's gonna be like bread and it's gonna be chewy. Today we were making a light and fluffy cake. It's a whole science. I know it's a long, might be confusing. The context was chocolate chip cookies are always flat, and wondered how I get plush, fluffy cookies. Miravina, where did you see that? Maybe feel free to send it to me, and we'll have a look at it. Okay, so in here we're gonna need, what's going on here? My cable is coming out. Farmer Joe, you've learned some stuff? Cool, that's what I am for. I am, if you guys stick around, you enjoy yourself, and you learn something, then that's my job done. Okay. I forgot to get maple syrup. I think it's in the fridge, and we're gonna get the milk. I bought some sugar-free maple syrup a few days ago, but I haven't got around to using it yet. I unfortunately made the mistake of, it's apple and cinnamon flavored. I don't know how I feel. So this is what I bought on that. I just wanted sugar-free maple syrup. I didn't realize that this is apple and cinnamon flavored. But whatever type of sweetener you want to use, you're more than welcome to. The only suggestion is, if you want to do something like make a substitution more accurate, if you've got a liquid sweetener, replace it with a liquid sweetener. So if you're using honey, don't have honey, replace it with maple syrup, or rice bran syrup or whatever, molasses. If you've got a dry sweetener like regular sugar, you want to substitute that, do it for stevia, monk fruit sweetener, something that is more powdery, kind of the same consistency, just because you're going to throw out the moisture content and whatever. But you can, if you don't really mind, it might make it a little bit more dense, you can go ahead and do whatever you have. It's better to use what you've got rather than feeling like you have to buy something new. Okay, now we're going to turn the oven on. We've got our molds here. I'm going to just wash that one in a few minutes. We need, in a large mixing bowl, the egg, 2 eggs. Hey Wolf, welcome in. 2 eggs. 2 eggs, maple syrup. We're gonna go grams. We're gonna be measuring everything today. It's just a lot more accurate. Best thing you can do if you wanna improve your cooking is grab yourself a set of scales. Ooh. Just hit something, but that's okay. So we want 160 grams of maple syrup. I don't know, I feel like a don't know how sweet I want it. Let's just go 100 grams. No, do 120 grams. It's a lot of maple syrup. Just 120 grams of milk as well. It's also cleaner being able to do it this way, because then you don't have to get all your, cups and spoons and things like that, all these dirty. Just measure it into the bowl. If you're nervous about measuring inaccurately, what you can do is you can have one big bowl to the side and then a smaller bowl where you add your ingredients, measure that, then pour it into the larger bowl. That is probably the best way I would recommend. I should probably do that myself. Just so we all make mistakes, Sometimes you pour a little bit quicker than you expect to, and it's a bit awkward having to spoon out of here. Last thing is a little bit of vinegar in there. Vanilla extract. I buy vanilla bean paste. Just a little bit more vanilla flavor, a bit more expensive. And you can definitely make your own vanilla extract. We've done that before. You just grab yourself some vodka, some vanilla beans, slice them and submerge them in vodka. Let them sit for a few months, and it's really good. Really, really flavorful. I actually have some almond extract in the pantry working its way. I think I've got to shake it every week, and I think I've mental note. No, I forgot my mental note. I'm pretty sure May it will be ready. March, April. Yeah, I think May. I think it's in 3 months. Should have written it down, but we'll just go by taste. We'll check it out. Now into here, grab yourself another bowl. I can link the website in Discord. Yeah, that would be fantastic. That would be great. I'll have a look at it. Just if you can write a note in there, that will remind me that what I'm looking there for, and we'll figure out what they mean. Okay, so into here we want 180 grams of flour. So they're going to be nice and fudgy, so they have a reduced amount of flour, like brownies, only a small amount just to give it that structure and the shape. But we don't want too much flour because then they're going to be dense and dry. I make candles and I'm cleaning up a small spill I just put. Oh no! What kind of, so drinks a lot, what type of things are you making?
I imagine you would have to clean it up pretty quickly, right? Because you don't want like the wax to harden.
Yeah. All right, so we're gonna do 140 grams of bread flour. And then the last 40 grams we're gonna do corn flour, okay? Ooh. Cool. Fabulous. That's our dry ingredients. We're going to add our baking soda and our baking powder. Here, we're not here. Hey, Kate. Oh, yes, the giant flour box. It's not that big. It's could be a lot larger, but this is more manageable to move around in the kitchen. And I just fill it up. I think it's 40 cups. I don't know what that is in I think it's probably more than 4 liters. It says on the side 40 cups. 9 liters. 9 liters of flour. Okay. So the only difference with, what am I saying? We're gonna use grams for everything else, but when it comes to baking powder, baking soda, you still use teaspoons because not everybody has like one of those really small scales, you know, I always think drug scales, you know what I mean. Now, three-quarters of a teaspoon teaspoon and a half of baking powder. I need to make sure that I double check this because I get them mixed around. One time I think it was a quarter of a cup of baking soda instead of baking powder. And baking soda is 3 times as potent as baking powder. And it didn't taste very nice. Okay. So 1.5 teaspoons of baking powder. And then quarter of a teaspoon of baking soda. Cool. And I'm just making some substitutions and changes to the recipe, just making it different every time. Last is 45 grams of cocoa powder. The only time that I ever really sift anything is when I'm dealing with cocoa powder, because cocoa powder is hygroscopic, so it absorbs the moisture and it clumps. So zero that. We want, what did I say? 45. Ooh. $55. Clumps so much. Speaking of that, what is the purpose of sifting? Great question. So the whole reason behind sifting is to lighten, it's to prevent lumps within your flour and within your corn, within your flour or your cocoa powder. It's to aerate. So sometimes if you've got flour, you can compress it and it actually makes it really heavy and dense. So what we want to do, especially depending on what we're making, really, if you're making something like a light fluffy sponge, you want it as light as possible so that the granules of flour are distributed nice and evenly with your leavening agent, and it keeps it lighter. So when it bakes, it's lighter. Remove any possible nasties in there, gremlins. Really, on the off chance that you have bugs in there, which a lot of people get freaked out about. I know it's gremlins. You can get freaked out about, like, but from my understanding, it's not going to do harm to you to eat the occasional bug in your flour or whatever. But basically, the whole purpose of sifting is to remove lumps, remove any bugs, and to lighten, like aerate your flour. Cool. And it also does a great job of when you've mixed together the flour and the baking powder, it distributes the baking soda or the leavening agent throughout the flour as well. That's what helps. These days, flour, when it's ground on like mills and more industrial equipment than you think of back in the day, it was ground on stones, and like 2 stones against each other, the grains would go in, and it was really minimally processed as compared to now. These days, the machinery is a lot more refined, does a better job. And also, before it goes into the packaging, it's usually like triple sifted. So the sifting is being done for you. That's why modern flour, you don't really need to sift like you used to. It used to be a lot more dense, you know, back in the 40s, 50s, 60s, before then. These days, it's a lot more processed. I've made cornmeal with stones, nice. I did buy some more polenta. We had a little issue. I never came across it in my whole cooking life. What would you call them? Corn weevils. So I bought some more polenta or cornmeal. I had bugs in my cornmeal the other day.
Have you checked the new one?
I did check it, but I don't know if do I have to keep consistently checking it every few weeks to see if maybe there's like eggs in there and they grow. I was thinking, do I put it in the microwave and zap it for like 20 seconds to kill them? I don't know. I'm nervous. Depends. It's supposed to be like a very common thing. All right, so all I'm doing is using a spatula like this and pushing the cocoa. Ooh. You can either do it like this, which is going to be great. It's going to get the small stuff to go through the sieve. And then just use a spatula, which is nice and flexible, and push that, breaks down all those small little lumps. There we go. Easy. It's a bit messy as well, which I don't like. So that's why I don't do it often. You can freeze it to kill the eggs. Ay, okay. All right, last but not least, we need some salted butter melted with fat content. The fat is important in a recipe. Butter or oil, it's going to give you moisture in your cake or your donut, whatever. So we're gonna combine them, then add in the fat. Hey, Rosie, welcome in. Okay, oh, it just goes everywhere. Cocoa butter everywhere. Mix that to combine. It's very light and airy because we added the cornstarch as well as the cocoa powder.
I've never heard of frozen flour.
I have heard of people doing that who, like if you're in a very humid environment, like in Queensland, freezing flour so that it doesn't go moldy. Like I freeze bread so that it doesn't go moldy and stays like fresher for longer. Just let it go, let it go. So it brings up another question. Is it better to keep your flour frozen, as in an airtight container, good enough? I have an airtight container, and I would suggest that. It's only really if you live in a humid environment, I would say. But I would look at some local resources. You know, I keep my eggs at room temperature and butter, but a small amount of butter at room temperature. The rest of it is kept in the fridge. I freeze bread in Brisbane, but I think flour is less common. Yeah. Okay, so in here we've got milk, eggs, maple syrup, vanilla extract, vinegar, and we're gonna add our dry ingredients, like that. Either whisking or spatulaing, whatever you wanna do. It's so messy. It's because I always choose a bowl that's too small and I'm too rough. That's okay. If you acknowledge it, then it's fine. I'm in the US and I always keep the bulk of my flour in the freezer, mostly to prevent the hatching of the weevils. Yeah, okay. I've been trying to convince Exceed that we need a deep freezer.
Cliff, when you like the flour you don't have in the freezer, do you keep in an airtight container? Like, and does that airtight container like still get weevils? Like, is that why you know what I mean? Like, how should we be freezing it? Like, why do you need both? Does that make sense, Molly?
Yeah, room temperature, it's always best to bake with things that are room temperature. I don't know the consistency of what the flour turns out like when it's frozen. If it like needs to be defrosted or whatever. I don't have experience with that, so I'm interested as well. Yeah, almond and coconut flour, because they go bad fast because of the fat content. Oh, I really should do that, Flowerson, because I have almond flour and coconut flour in the pantry. You never really think of it, but it makes sense because of the fat goes rancid, right? Okay, switching to a spatula just because it can compress and we can get rid of the lumps a lot easier. That, look how fudgy that looks. Last but not least, we need some fat content, so either oil or just a little bit nicer, creamier. We're gonna add some butter. So I'm just gonna get a little container.
Molly, what are you making?
We are making some donuts. We're making some cake donuts, baked donuts. Hey LP, welcome in, welcome in. Look how good that looks. And we'll add some choc chips, maybe. Ooh. I'm gonna wash these. Exceed, what are you most interested about today? What, like, are you intrigued about the donuts? Are you keen to try the taquitos? Taquitos is something we've never really made before, so
Yeah, it's got to be the taquitos.
yeah.
I can't even really picture them. I should probably Google them.
Molly, do you keep your eggs at room temperature? Is that all the time, or do you pull them out the night before? I keep them all at room temperature, all the time. They sit in the pantry in a drawer, because we will eat 2 dozen eggs in a week, for whether it be for baking or. But my eggs are different to your eggs. In Australia, like Australian eggs are different to North American eggs. Our eggs haven't been washed, so they have a protective layer on them that keeps them, it's a barrier of protection from bacteria. Whereas North American eggs, I know, are washed to make them look prettier. And that, because eggs are porous, that can create it's like opening a doorway for bacteria to walk in. So that, to prevent that, you keep them in the fridge. So if you aren't using your eggs within a week, you should store them in the fridge, at the back of the fridge, because fresh eggs, once they're in the refrigerated, can last 6 weeks. You shouldn't keep them 6 weeks. They're usually best consumed in 2 weeks. But you can, because after a while the egg white starts to deteriorate and break down. So you should only buy as many eggs as you're going to consume within, I would say, 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks max, and refrigerate them. But we use so many so quickly. And baking, I don't remember to take them out of the fridge ahead of time. I barely remember to take chicken out of the fridge, or the freezer, out of the freezer the day of a stream. So less thing I have to worry about. And I mentioned to you, this butter is always at room temperature, enough to fit in here. The rest is refrigerated, because this is enough to cook with, to put on our toast, and it's nice and spreadable. The rest is refrigerated, because then it lasts a week or so. But I always buy salted butter. I always bake with salted butter and cook with salted butter. So when you see it on the website, assume, we are in the process of updating the website, but assume that I'm using kosher salt and salted butter, like a thicker grain salt. Cool. Just making sure that there's no lumps of anything. Go here. I'm going to pour in our butter. Look at that. There's emus around. My family used to breed ostriches, actually. Just mix that in. Nice. Give it a little taste. I just realized we've got to add the coffee. Hey Google, turn on Alexa.
All right, turning Alexa on.
So this instant coffee, I'm going to just mix it with a little bit of hot water. So I'm just going to pop it in there. We want a teaspoon. This is completely optional, but really recommended. Teaspoon of coffee powder, instant coffee powder, hot water, just a tablespoon, just to dissolve it. And then we're going to put it into our cooking. It just really enhances the richness of your chocolate, and you won't really taste the coffee. It'll just taste more chocolatey. Trust me. I know I'm a crazy lady sometimes with my additions and things that I do in the kitchen, and sometimes there doesn't seem like there's a rhyme or reason. Trust me, it's good. It'll add a boost to your next chocolate cake. You know, American eggs, where's that? I missed, can you show me Ginger Snap's message about eggs? You know, American eggs are always white. I wonder what so the difference between egg color, whether it be the shells are brown or white, is just the type of chicken. Nothing to do with the nutritional value or how good they are for you, you know, what they taste like. It's just like some chickens, some breed of chickens do blue eggs, some do brown eggs, some do white eggs. So don't be worried. It did freak me out when I was in the US and I thought there was something different. It's completely nothing to worry about. If there's anything you guys else reposted, except if you can scroll up slightly for me. Just sitting down for dinner. Oh yeah, Bob was something nice. Stir fry veggies and shrimp, nice. Yeah, emu eggs are about this big. Ostrich eggs are about that, like a bit larger. Okay, that is your batter. We also want to reduce the time that it's sitting on the bench because the baking soda needs to react with the vinegar, and that's going to create bubbles. So we want to get that in the oven as soon as possible. So I've taken my time, which I shouldn't have. Okay, just drying this off since I've washed it. Here we go. To do this, I should do this the proper way with my little tool that I forget about all the time. This guy. So you've got a batter, like pancake batter or something. This is fantastic. There we go. I need to talk to Exceed about this. Okay, are we ready? So what you want to do is, oh, Molly. I tried to put grips and everything on this. I just don't know why it's doing what it's doing. I've got pliers to try and tighten it. It just wants to keep spinning. It's not gripping. So all you want to do is pop these on a tray because it keeps it stable, prevents it from moving around. Like that, and like that. Cool. And what you want to do is just put this over. This is an OXO pancake batter, I think it's called. I don't know how well it's going to work. It's a little bit thick, I think. You just squeeze it. It's kind of like no
So
spill.
cool.
It is, isn't it? Yeah, probably should duct tape it. It's a good idea. It's probably the last resort. So this is, it's designed for pancake batter because then you can pour it in there and do a pancake at a time and it's not gonna spill. A little bit thick. Ba, 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 ba. Road to OXO sponsorship 20. Yeah, one day. We hope. You know, one day someone's going to come in here and be like, hey, I've got a friend that works for this company, or, you know, they're going to have some contacts and they're going to hook us up. And it's not about what you know, it's about who you know sometimes. Oh, it's not on the camera. It's actually on the mount. So slow.
Molly Cliff asks, would spraying the pans with oil make for an easier release, or will that not be a problem anyway?
It shouldn't be a problem because we're using silicone, but it is a fantastic idea with metal. I love silicone for that reason. It's non-stick and it's really easy to clean. You pop it in the dishwasher or whatever. However, it does give a different, because it gives a different texture. Exceed's not a huge fan, and I understand, I get it. Because the silicone heats up slower compared to an oven pan where the meat conducts the heat. You get a different texture on the outside of any baked good with using silicone in comparison to metal. And I know Exceed's not a fan of muffins or whatever that I use with the silicone.
Sorry, yeah, Molly, that's Cliff said it's the way you're saying silicone.
What?
Silicone, I presume, not silicon.
Silicone, I presume, not silicone. What? Silicone pan? What?
You've got mail.
You telling me, hey Road, telling me you need to start making food processors? Yes, you need to start making food processors. Hell yes. Why? What happened with this? Did they tell you how did the food processor come out?
Because you were saying someone's going to come in here and say, hey, I know someone at
Oh,
OXO.
yes. Oh, yeah. Food processors or any other company, you know, that does cooking equipment or yeah, definitely. Do you know? Okay, sometimes that I think, oh, you know, Road pretty cool. You know, that we're in like part of the Road Warriors team. But there's times where I just sit and I'm watching YouTube and there's someone using a Road microphone, like this really big YouTuber or whatever, and I just see Road equipment. I'm like, holy shit, like we are a part of the Road Warriors like stream team and we work with the Road team. And like how, like Road is such a big company and they've like chosen to work with us. And it just I have this frequent like realization and just like, holy shit moment. So I just did it. I was watching Downey Live last night, which is a YouTuber, and he had a wireless Go microphone. And I was like, this guy is awesome and he's using Road equipment. And like how cool is that we have the same piece of equipment and Road sent us ours. Like, do you get what I mean, Exceed?
Yeah, absolutely. Rode is RODE.
RODE. They're in chat. There you go, Rode mics.
We should maybe add their website to that command card.
Yeah. Guys, in a few weeks, when we've finished our green screen and everything, we'll be able to press a button and it'll come up here like it used to. But just know, if you guys have any questions about our setup, our equipment that we use, we're more than welcome to, you're more than welcome to ask here on our website or Discord. But our microphones are Rode. So we've got the new lav mic, that's what I'm using at the moment, with the filmmaker pack, and we've got some new stuff coming on its way. The boom mic, which will be positioned on the stove so that you can get that oozy gooey, not oozy, you can't hear oozy or gooey, Molly, the sizzles and the crackles when
That's
we're cooking.
how good they are. They pick up the oozy and gooey.
Yeah. That is our city. That is Perth, actually. The city that you can see behind me. That's Iridium Gnocchi. That's a doom cake, but there is a city, and that's where, close to where we live. I think the audio's on point. Thank you. It's usually user error. If you hear any crackles or whatever, it's usually rubbing on my clothes or we've set it up wrong or whatever. The Rode company are incredible, and they're Australian too. When we first started streaming, we were looking at buying a Rode microphone set, and we were like, oh my goodness, this stuff is great quality. It was when we first started streaming, we didn't know what equipment we needed or how to use it. Like, it was XLR, and I was like, what? I've never heard of XLR, plug or whatever, because I was a newbie. Exceed knew all this stuff, and I was like, I just want USB everything. But as we've grown, we've learnt, and being able to learn more about audio and things. I would love to be able to do like an audio course or something to learn about, how microphones work and how they're made. And Rode, how can you teach me? What to listen for, what to look, all the mechanics that go behind, that are built into what the equipment that we use. It's all really interesting. Okay. It's been snail's pace, but we've nearly filled up. It would have been quicker to use a spoon, and I've also made mess, so obviously user error. Implying that I know this information? Had an important phone call. Hope it went well, Kate. Washing the bench. They were talking about him the other day. Who were we talking about? Use a wet finger to clean the edges. This is true. Oh, Tim Minchin. Yeah. Tim Minchin. Yep. We like Tim Minchin. Exceed and I've seen him live. He's very talented. Very talented guy. Guys, I forgot to put choc chips in here. All right, so much quicker. Not as well executed with a spoon, but sometimes you can't afford to be standing around waiting.
Timbo sure is from Perth.
Yes.
And I don't know, I haven't seen other artists do this. I assume it's done more often than I think, but I haven't seen other artists do it.
Yes.
I thought it was really cool that so Tim recently moved back to Australia, and he did so with the announcement of like a new tour that he called Back, because he's back. And it was important to him he recognized that the environmental impact of going on tour was not very good, because they're moving a lot of equipment around all the time to be able to put on the shows throughout the tour.
Yeah.
And so they made an effort to offset basically all of that, and do some sort of work planting trees and all that type of thing, and they really put a lot of energy and effort into that.
Yeah.
And I think that was really cool. Like I said, I think a lot of other artists probably do that or something similar, but in this case, it was like a video special, right? And you got to sort of watch and learn and all that sort of thing.
He did a whole video about it, didn't he?
Yeah, it was like a big focus for him type thing, where maybe other artists do it, and it's just like paying it, making it happen.
He just wanted to be like spread some kind of awareness about it.
Yeah, he thought he wanted to show other artists that this is really important, and it would be good if more people did this.
Yeah. Okay, if you forget something, it's okay. Do it last minute and just push it in. Like this. What I meant to say, that could have been taken appropriately. What I mean is that put it in last minute and just mix it in. Like that.
Can't wait for a Tim plus Molly collaboration.
What would that even mean?
Take your canvas bags
Take
to
your
the
canvas
supermarket
bags.
and get ingredients to cook the Molly recipe. Take your canvas bags.
Take your canvas bags. Take your canvas bags to the supermarket. Break it down now. And then a Bo Burnham in there as well. All right. Just gonna make this messy. Good morning. All right, I'm just being rough with it. Guys, I start out like really delicate and then I'm like, oh my God, Bo too. I'm a bro, yo. It's Bo, yo.
You can't sing many of his songs because they're a little bit naughty.
Tim or both?
Both.
Both. They've both become a lot more subdued, I think. You can definitely say. All right. We are making fudge cake brownie donuts. If you're just joining us, welcome in. I'm just taking my time. Taking my time. I was going to start singing something, but then I said the wrong words. I have no idea who Tom Cardy is. Is that like
you
Cardi
would have seen
B?
him. No. He's that famous. He's gained a lot of popularity lately.
Oh, the guy with
social
the
media.
long hair?
He's got the mustache and he does the music.
Hey,
If
Bali
you saw a
Hawk?
picture of him, you would know him.
Yeah. Gone for a word you don't like. Oh. Okay. Is he the Australian guy that like he's on TikTok or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I think the community has posted some stuff in Discord. Margarine. I hate the margarine word. Okay. Into the oven. How's the donut? They're coming good. Just so nervous that you're here, Bali. They're going along good. I hope you're doing really well. What's been happening? Guys, if you don't know Bali, what games are you playing at the moment, Bali? Tell the people they need to come check out your content. Super fun streams, guys. Really relaxed. Unfortunately, not at our real time zone now. It's more evening, but super lovely human. You need to go check them out.
Biggity balls.
How's the puppy? Always the same old horror jank. It's good. It's a nice
Molly
retro
really
horror
likes
stuff.
horror games, actually. She likes Amnesia.
That's the only game that I like. Amnesia.
No,
Still-
you also liked that Alien horror game.
Yeah, I liked it until it got really scary. Really scary. I did. I would probably like to play it again. I did really like it because it was thrilling. That being said, I did like Subnautica. Subnautica is terrifying at the start, and then you get used to the music. I never got my 30-second recap, LP.
You've got mail.
Okay, we have been streaming for 1 hour and 56 minutes. We have done last time on all things food. We've done a deep dive into Discord, showing what the community has been cooking and eating. We have welcomed in our beautiful community who are here today to spend some time with us, and we're really excited about it. We got a beautiful raid from Back Pocket, We're making some chocolate donuts, and now they're in the oven. We are going to get started on our taquitos because today is National Hard Taco Day. I think that's how you say it. So welcome in.
Well
Sit
done,
back and
Molly.
relax, enjoy the stream. Hit the follow button if you haven't. Is Australia letting in visitors nowadays? Yes. As of 2 weeks ago, I think, Australia is open. And Western Australia too. My state is now open. Do you set a timer for your baking time or just wing it? Cliff, if I wing it, then I usually screw it up. So sometimes CAD or the community will give me a sucker punch and be like, Molly, make your timer. I get distracted quite easily if you have noticed. So we usually set a timer with Google. Hey Google, set a timer for 5 minutes.
5 minutes. And that's starting now.
I want to check them at 5 minutes and then maybe add another 5 minutes longer. But depending on the oven, you want to always err on the side of caution and go lower before, just to make sure, because sometimes your vessel might be smaller, so the cooking time is faster. You want to always undercook is better than overcooking because you can always add more time, you can't take any away. What is your game of choice? Okay, if I'm going to sit down and play a game, if I'm going to play it for a long time, it has to be with Exceed or with chat. I'm not really known to sit down and play a game for a long time unless it's Subnautica, which I love. I like puzzle games, I like strategy games. I need to lean into the discomfort that I would easily lean into in cooking, where it's that you got to get comfortable with sucking before and failing to get better. I am not at that stage, that comfortability stage in gaming, where it's a trait that I'm becoming more aware of the older I become. That competitiveness, that fear of failure, that if something's hard, I don't like to do it in games. So I really liked, Sims is nice, Farming Simulator is good. I really enjoy playing Dark Souls, but it's that kind of doing it on stream, I get a little bit self-conscious and think, oh my God, people don't want to watch you because I'm failing. But that is Dark Souls, right? You've got to die a lot to get better and to progress through the game.
Molly loves the Call of Duty campaigns.
I love Call of Duty
Battlefield
campaigns. Yeah, I love that kind of first-person shooter campaigns because it helps me build my skills because I know the linear progression. Like, you know, if you're going this way, you know that the baddies, your enemies are going to come from this direction. Whereas multiplayer is too fast-paced for me majority of the time, and they're coming from behind you, and that's where I tend to like not do very well. But
Rode, you're getting into a bit of an awkward territory here, and it may not make sense. It's going to be a bit hard to keep up with. Molly has a very particular choice. In the game, she's already said, you know,
I like to kill humans, not
she's
aliens.
got to kill people, all right? They've got to look like people. We've tried to play Halo together, and she's like, what am I killing aliens? What is this? Where are the
like
people
Halo.
that I've got to kill?
Halo. I like Halo. Bioshock is people. Okay. I do like playing Halo, but I just have this weird thing that I like military style games. And I don't know. I just need to open my horizons more. I don't make enough time for gaming, I think. The measurements mat on them look super handy. Oh, yes, Joe, you're talking about this. Okay. This is this is an older version, but this is a polysilicon mat, and it's called a maker's mat, and it is your new best friend with cooking. Basically, it has your conversions for imperial, which is ounces to grams, and then Fahrenheit to Celsius, tablespoons, teaspoons, ounces, mils, all the conversions here. There's a plain one as well that's just the logo. That's called a basic B, and that's just like your regular baking mat. or your regular making mat. Great for kids, clean up spills. You can paint on it. And the only thing you can't do on this is cut. You cut through the silicone. It's reinforced with fiberglass as well, so it's really sturdy. It's dishwasher safe, microwave safe. It's not like silicone, like plain silicone, because it's not stretchy. It's reinforced, so it's really hardy. And so microwave, dishwasher safe, oven safe, freezer safe. It's fabulous.
Guys and girls.
And it helps supports our channel. So it supports. It's if you're in the US, it's shipped out of the US. We have a company that is stocking it, and then if you're in Australia, or anywhere else in the world, it's shipped from Australia, and it comes with a handwritten note, and it gets to you as soon as possible. So within a week, 2 weeks. Stop. Hey Google, add 2 minutes to my shopping list. No, not shop. I'm so used to saying shopping.
Got it. I added 2 minutes.
Hey Google, add 2 minutes
You've got mail.
timer.
It looks like there aren't any timers running at the
Hey
moment.
Google, add a 2-minute timer.
2 minutes. And we're starting now.
And this is the other thing we have. It's a water bottle. So it's a dual-walled water bottle. I'm buying time itself. Yep. We have them and cups. We call them mugs, but also community members like Roselli call them wine glasses. Double-walled wine glasses. They're perfect for keeping your wine or beverage cold or warm. I'm just gonna spruik myself right here. This is everything's on the website. So it's like a stemless wine glass.
You've got mail.
They're all matte. They're all great. Any mug is a wine glass if you're Roselli enough. Okay. Now Molly has 10 packets of 2-minute noodles in the shopping list. Taquito time. Yeah? We're gonna cook some chicken breast, and then we're gonna shred that and then make our filling. I say tumbler. Yeah, tumblers. Yep. Tumbler makes sense. Let me just clean up a little bit. What kind of games do you guys like? What are you playing at the moment? What can you recommend for me? We have a second channel for gaming. Ooh, donuts look good. All right, I think they're ready to come out now. This is straight up addicted to, don't even. I'm too scared that Elden Ring is way too hard for me. It's above the Molly ability. I need to finish Dark Souls first. Stop. Minecraft. Hey, Road, how many kids do you have? For some reason, I thought you had one child. You said eldest. I'm playing the Harry Potter version of Pokemon Go. I didn't even know there was such a thing. Honestly, I found ER easier than Dark Souls, but it also was like 2 to 3 time investment. That's my worry as well, because like concentration, or the time that I would need to invest is a bit. It's kind of a put off with some games. Like our current game that we haven't played for a while is Far Cry 6. Such a fantastic game, but any Ubisoft game, any open world game, you know that it's going to take you forever. Okay. Ouch. Terraria. Interesting. Playing too much never too much Destiny 2. Such a good game. Don't you guys collab with Blizzard? We do at different times, yeah? Okay, let's have a look. All right, so these are slightly undercooked because these less so. These are slightly undercooked because you can see they've got like a little bit of softness, but I'm okay with that because they'll be fudgier in the middle and the residual heat will cook them and finish them, okay? They're looking good. Yeah, see, it's a little bit soft. I don't know if you can, moist. I like Overwatch. Again, it's a little bit quick for me. See how a little bit soft? But that could also be the chocolate and the amount of chocolate in there too. When you think of surface area, these have, the volume, these are smaller, so they cooked faster, right? These ones are larger, so they will cook, take longer to cook, and that's why these ones are slightly softer than those. So it's no problem. Do you like card games? I don't mind playing Hearthstone. Honestly, I just don't really, I don't sit down. I would like to play Hearthstone more. I really enjoy it. It is a little bit confusing, but I would like to sit down and play it more and kind of invest some more time. Hearthstone is probably the only game that I have played. Growing up, my brothers used to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Or trading card games but I'm not too familiar with anything else. See, what other games? There's Gwent, which I find is a terrible name. There's something about the name Gwent that I just really hate. I don't know too much about it as a game, but the name is terrible. I just don't understand why it's called Gwent. I don't know, something about it sounds inappropriate. Do you get me? Gwent is a cut. Yeah, you like it? It sounds like slang for a naughty part. Yes. Okay, look at these. What are we thinking? The lighting, when we take some time off, our focus is to work on the lighting and make some improvements on the stream. And we're building as we go. But damn, these look good. We're gonna let them cool slightly. It's past tense. Gwent. Guana? Got cooked in the Gwent. Yeah. Go Gwent yourself. It sounds naughty, right? Except ever since he's told me about it, because it's from The Witcher. Is that correct? Was it in The Witcher and then they created the game? Or was it, what came first? The chicken or the egg? The Witcher, okay. Yeah, we need to let these cool before we let them out. They're too hot and angry. Okay, chicken
Slay
is in
the
there.
Spire has got to be the best card game.
Never heard of it.
It's so good.
You guys were asking me if you, I know, it's going backwards, but games I used to love and play, Age of Empires. There's this, I don't remember which Age of Empires, there's a Joan of Arc segment, and I used to play that religiously. I used to you had to go and find Joan of Arc and then bring her back. I loved me some cheats as well in Age of Empires. Wasn't it Big Daddy or something to get
Doesn't that get you the car?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I was caught up in commercials, so you like card games. To summarize, Molly hasn't really played a lot of games with card games. Played a little bit of Hearthstone, and she likes what she sees, but hasn't got into it a lot. And that's about it. When she was younger, her brothers played Yu-Gi-Oh, but she's not really familiar with the rules. So I guess, Molly, would you say you're open to card game recommendations?
Yes. Also, Exceed mentioned yesterday, for those that probably may be here for the first time, we have just been working on our latest, our latest cookbook, and we are nearly, it's nearly ready to be released. We're just waiting on the printed proof, but we're going to take some time off before we send them out, before it's released. So we're looking for suggestions from movies and maybe games. That's what I'm thinking about now. Games that you recommend Exceed and I playing together, playing on stream, me playing myself. as well as different games or TV shows, sorry, movies or TV shows for us to try. Game of the year, I don't know if it was last year or this year, Exceed. 12 minutes last year, great game.
Yeah,
if you
Molly
haven't-
really got into 12 minutes.
Loved it.
And
I just like the
maybe
strategy.
during this break, or I want Molly to stream, not for broadcast. I think she would really enjoy that.
I think that would be fun. Exceed is the Molly translator. Sometimes I don't make too much sense. He'll translate it, convert it into normal speak for you, and I appreciate that a lot. Pokemon Go. Do you remember when Pokemon Go first came out, Exceed?
Yeah,
we drove
got
to
in
the beach.
Yeah, we did.
I didn't play it for too long, but we captured some Pikachu. What was the one that came up a lot in our area? It was a bird.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was Pidgey, but I can't remember.
Yeah,
I remember seeing a lot
all
of
around our house.
because it's changed so much. I remember seeing a lot of Zubats. A lot of Pidgeys. I can't remember the big ones though. Maybe
Julie,
we didn't play it that
We
long.
have an Xbox, like a Xbox One. Xbox One, is that what it's called? I'm not a huge Xbox One. It goes Xbox 360 and Xbox. See,
Yo,
what Xbox do we have?
we have an Xbox One.
Yes. Okay, we've got an Xbox One and we've
we
got a
don't really-
PC each.
Yeah, we don't really play.
We
console.
honestly, we would like to get a PlayStation because we don't feel comfortable working with PlayStation and promoting their games because we don't own it. We don't feel like that's authentic. So I would like to get a PlayStation so that we can play more PlayStation games, so that we can eventually work with them as well. Because we've been hesitant to reach out and work with them for different titles. Like I would love to play The Last of Us. I hear such great things about it, but we don't have a PlayStation, so I wouldn't be like, hey guys, play, go and play Spyro, go and play this game, and we do a theme stream. It's like, Molly, you haven't even played it, So definitely keen. I think you can probably pick up a second-hand or like an older PlayStation 4.
So Molly and I did finish It Takes Two. We did
Yes.
play that one together, and we loved it. What a journey! It's such a great game.
Yeah, for sure. Okay. The oven's still on. We're going to use that in a minute. I'm just cooking the chicken in a little bit of chicken stock, and we're going to put the lid on, and we just want to kind of slowly cook this so we can shred it. The Last of Us games are spectacular.
Yeah, we do have a whole IRL setup, Miravina, and we were doing them pretty regularly, like outdoor and IRL streams. We haven't done one in a while, but yeah, we still have all the equipment and stuff like that. We're thinking of sort of tying IRL streams into like a donation goal or a community goal or
So we can do
a
them more
sub goal
often.
or something like that, because usually it's going to the markets or like going to eat at a specific place or something like that, and it can get pretty pricey. So we don't just want to sort of sign up to doing that every week. We'd rather it sort of be like a community thing and make much more sense that way.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just grabbing stuff I need. We are doing jalapeno poppers. So the flavors that I'm thinking, we're going to write down this recipe because I found, I watched a TikTok and then I just got the idea of like how we could make it, but I have an idea in my head, but I haven't written it out yet. So I'm just thinking, probably have to watch the VOD to go along. So I've got jalapenos, pickled jalapenos, fresh jalapenos, cream cheese, red onion. What else do you think, guys? What's in a jalapeno popper?
MMORPGs are not really Molly's kind of game, but I don't anymore, but I played WoW for a long time.
Played a bit of WoW, but-
I quite like the genre.
Do you know what I really liked? The Heroes of the Storm, but then it got discontinued, right?
Love Heroes of the Storm.
That we really liked playing that together, and then I just got into it, and it was like, no more game. Is it that they just discontinued the support for it? Like, can you still play it, Exceed?
Yeah, the game's still around, and you can still play it. It's just, it's on like what they call like a skeleton crew or like a bare bones crew, where they're not like actively developing it, or new stuff isn't really coming out. Like maybe you'll get like an update a year type thing.
Yep.
And it won't be very substantial, but the game is still around and you can play it. But I mean,
I get you.
it's a little bit different if you're watching from North America. Australia has like, it can often be difficult to find like players for the same game that you're playing at that time.
It got to the stage
because of the
where
population. It takes a long time to find a game.
It took. We would we would sit down and play it, and maybe it would take 20 minutes to find a game, and then we just stopped playing. Okay, so some red onion like that. Some fresh jalapenos. So I'm just gonna probably just do one. Just want to cut it in, cut the end off, cut it in half lengthwise. It's up to you if you want to keep the seeds or not. Jalapenos are pretty mild. It depends. Sometimes you can get some that are super spicy. So I like to err on the side of caution, and not use them. Okay. You can put gloves on if you want, but again, like I said, it's not too bad. And we're just gonna slice. I'm using pickled jalapenos as well. Just a little bit of crunch with the fresh ones, and I really like both actually. Fresh just has that fresher flavor, and then pickled, a nice bit of vinegar. Cool. Jalapenos are the 2021 ingredient of the year. Spoon, yeah, that's a great idea, Cliff. Simply Oakley, welcome in. I know you've had a busy day, busy morning. So we have been streaming for 2 hours and 18 minutes. We have done all things food last time on. We've received a beautiful raid and some new people coming into the stream. We have prepared and baked our donuts. So we've got some chocolate donuts there. We're gonna glaze in a few minutes. We are now in the process of making our taquitos. So you are now caught up. Welcome in. So Exceed, the man behind the scenes, so he'll be on stream in in about 10 minutes, 15 minutes. He has an ingredient of the year. So he chooses something that he thinks that will play an important part of the stream for that year. Last year was jalapenos, and this year is...
It's rice, y'all.
Yes.
The underrated, the undervalued. Get some rice on your fork.
Okay, and we've got some cream cheese. That's gonna give us our creaminess. We might also add either some sour cream or mayo. I'm not 100% sure yet, but probably should write all this down. Oh, that's a puff pastry recipe. Okay. Now, we're gonna try these. I want to go back to the donuts because they're there and they're warm. Okay. What we'll do is we'll soften the cream cheese. We use a larger bowl, and basically, you can use the whole thing depending how creamy you like it. We might go with half first. So this is 225 grams. What I need is when I planning a new recipe like this, just have someone or just have a bot or something that can copy what I say to text so then I don't have to write it down. All right. I'm thinking we go 3/4 of it. Microwave that for 20 seconds, just to let's go 25 seconds. Soften it. While I'm back here, I'm gonna grab the tortillas. I tried to get whole corn tortillas, like just all corn, but they gave me corn and wheat. So I'm a bit bummed. Hopefully they'll still go crunchy. I'm really annoyed.
The microwave is not amazing with the wireless, it interrupts the microphone a little bit.
Oh, does it? Sorry. Go back here. I tried playing WoW, but the fact that you pay, yeah.
Well, I don't get it. Are you saying the whole game should be free?
I think the game it's expensive, isn't it, to play the subscription? I feel it should be a little bit more accessible. I agree with Flowson.
It definitely as time goes on, it's being considered more and more expensive.
Yeah.
As time goes on, because you have if you want to just talk monetary value, you can compare it to the Games Pass, right? And you get all these games and all this gameplay for however much the Game Pass is, $15 or $20 or something, right?
Yep.
Whereas you pay a WoW sub is it's $1 a day or something, $30 for a month, I think, depending on the deal you get. And so as other services come around, the value starts to be questioned more and more.
Yeah. Okay. Microsoft is buying Blizzard. They are.
Yeah, we did see that.
It's already happened, hasn't it? The price of
it
flour
takes a
will
while to go
increase,
through, but yeah.
Farmer Joe said, just a heads up, the price of flour will increase a fair bit this year. If you see a good price, buy a few packets. Yeah, you think? Joe, why do you think that it's going to go up? Because of shipping and whatnot? Chicken?
I hope Blizzard and Activision games end up on the Games Pass. It would be great for Games Pass subscribers.
Okay, so I know this isn't completely cooked, but I just want to be able to shred it slightly. And if you don't want to shred it, you can slice it. So, yeah, and I'm cutting it along the grain so that I can then break it apart like that eventually. I usually buy my flour in bulk, so I buy it from bulk food stores. I'm okay at the moment, but I need to get some more chocolate. Just a lot more cost effective when you buy it in 25 kilo bags or 50-pound bags, especially for me. I know people don't understand that. I think I'm crazy, but if you have the storage and you cook a lot, it's a lot more cost effective to buy in bulk.
I wonder if what Farmer Joe is saying is applicable to Australia as well. Farmer Joe is saying fertilizer costs are 400% more expensive already. It's planting season in the northern hemisphere and farmers will choose other crops other than wheat due to these costs.
Yes, so I do know that my family background, my dad's side is farming, and so I don't know if I explained it to you, Monsanto controls grain and pesticides and herbicides and stuff. Some grains that are genetically modified to be resistant to their pest spray. So what they do is that you buy it from them. I don't know what grain he was. I think it was canola. You buy the granola seeds from them that year. You plant them and sell them, but you can't. What you used to be able to do is keep the grains aside that grew, keep a portion aside, and then replant them, and that creates your next year's plants, like plantation. But he was saying that I think Monsanto aren't allowing that anymore because I think that they need to like a new set of grain for it to be to maintain the certification that it's going to be resistant to the pesticides. So you need to buy every year. You need to buy new seeding grain. So it's going up a lot more expensive. The cost of fertilizers is going up. Yeah. So it's very interesting because that fall-on effect is the cost of grain goes up. They still need to make a small amount of profit. So then the wheat goes up. Yeah, I didn't really think about it. So definitely I should look into it. Maybe we look into the freezing solution you guys were talking about.
I wonder if we'll hear about this, or maybe on season 3 of Clarkson's Farm.
Monsanto is like, they're pretty vicious. Pretty, when they can't you can't really compete with the big companies, and they're pretty, I don't know, pretty tough business. I agree. I read the other day that a lot of fertilizer is made in Ukraine. Okay. Yeah, guys, if you have any interest in, even if you don't, in agriculture or whatever, Clarkson's Farm on Amazon is so good. So good. You should check it out. All right, so I'm just shredding this. I'm gonna pop it back in the fry pan and the saucepan and cook the last little bit, and then we can shred it a little bit more.
I'm not saying any of that information is wrong, but since the situation started with Russia and Ukraine, I've heard a lot of things are exported from Ukraine. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Surely it can't all be true that Ukraine is just this like world provider of everything.
They would be a more profitable country, like more than if they had all these resources. Is that what you mean?
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't want to say it's propaganda, but like, I think a lot of misinformation goes out there in every direction, right? And I just don't think that Ukraine exports 150% of the unverified statistics on the internet. Yeah. I think it's sort of like a form of support. Like everyone's just doing what they can, and if that's the way that you can get attention, or if that's the way that you can make someone focus on what's happening, by saying that, or whatever, all the power to you.
But when there's stats and stuff, you always. This is not just with the Ukraine situation. This is anything. You can't trust anything on the internet. It needs to be, verified and whatever. Like, yeah, I get what you're saying. There's a lot of unfortunately, there's a lot of stuff that's coming out that's, propaganda on both sides. But like you said, if it's, sometimes it can be useful just to bring people's awareness to the situation and what's going on. 9% of wheat production. Okay, so we've got the mixture here of cream cheese. I'm gonna back this up a bit. And mainly the fertilizer cost is a major issue at the moment. Okay. Definitely something to think about. The cost of groceries, because the fuel issue, global food fuel issue. We live in the most isolated city in the world, so everything gets trucked. Majority of stuff gets trucked in, and train, and therefore it's getting more expensive. So our groceries are on the way up. Anyway, food looks nice. No, it's a really, I like talking about this type of thing. If it relates to food and, global issues, bringing awareness and discussion, it's good. Okay, so just put some salt and pepper in there. What do you guys, any other suggestions? Cream cheese, red onion, jalapenos.
This
gonna add
is
the
making
chicken?
me want some bagels.
Yeah. So I'm just slightly warming this up just because of the leftover chicken. It's going to be cooked in the oven again, but I just want to take the softness out of it so I can shred it a little bit more. Because basically when you put it in the oven, it's gonna cook, it's gonna be warmed, but basically you want it to crunch on the outside. So you want to turn it up to a higher temperature so it cooks on the outside, and you want to know that the center's already cooked.
Yeah, Australia's population, like, it's very much, obviously I'm generalizing a bit, but very, like, pretty coastal and very dense. So like it's not very spread out. Like if you compare, like, Australia's sort of roughly-ish the same size of North America. North America is hugely spread out. Like
Like inside as well.
Yeah, there's cities everywhere, right? And it's sort of pretty evenly spread out. Obviously, that's got a lot to do with the population, but Australia is very, very, very coastal in comparison, because the middle is basically a desert. It's not very hospitable.
Okay. Popping your chicken in here. You can use like a rotisserie chicken if you want. Grocery store chicken, no problem. So I just cook this in a little bit of chicken stock and a little bit of water. Chicken stock powder and water. Molly, be careful. Look at that. Damn.
There is a famous underground
Damn it, I put too much
city or underground town in Western Australia, actually. I think Molly's been there.
This is delicious. Cooper Pedy.
Yeah.
It's not, it's in, I think Cooper Pedy's in South Australia, I'm not 100% sure.
I thought that one was in WA.
This is delicious. Oh my God. This is just like spurring so many ideas for recipes. Jalapeno popper chicken, pasta, creamy.
It's more, not like Underground City, more like Tatooine.
Yeah. That is delicious. I've put too much liquid in there, so I'm gonna add some breadcrumbs. Oh my goodness. Wow, that is so good. Now I can't find the breadcrumbs. I moved them into a different container yesterday. Panko, there we go. Ooh. Just like a quarter of a cup of breadcrumbs. Guys, I know this doesn't look really like anything, but this is such a flavor bomb. Chicken stock powder, jalapenos, cream cheese, red onion, like super simple, but oh my God. Exceed. I'd probably, if I did this again, I'd add breadcrumbs that are toasted. But I think the breadcrumbs also give it a bit of something that's like, kind of like a jalapeno popper when they're breaded. Have you had a deep fried jalapeno popper? It's good. Yeah, there you go, that's a better consistency. Damn. Oh my gosh, that is so good. Guys. Okay. Now we're gonna take these off. Excuse me, my nose. Jalapenos, making my nose a bit runny. Baking paper. Done there.
Yeah, Perth is, like Molly was saying before, we're the most isolated city in the world. I don't know, well, not too sure how they define that. Maybe isolated capital city. Because Perth is the capital of Western Australia.
I don't know which one to use. Use these ones. They're corn and wheat. A bit upset about it. And I thought they were smaller too. I thought they were street tacos. These are gonna make big taquitos, but I thought they were gonna be a lot smaller. Anyway, that's what happens when you do online shopping. Basically, what we're gonna do, get this over here, okay, is you wanna get the mixture, like that, pop it inside, like that, roll it up, like that, cool, pop it on your tray. What kind of dipping sauce should we put on there? What I'm going to try and do is cut them so they're smaller. If I was a cooking ring, where would I be? What do you think, guys? Would you try these taquitos? You keen to try some jalapeno popper chicken? I have like a 6-inch cutter around, but I don't know where I've put it. Oh, it's right in front of me. Oh. Okay. All right, so let's go try this. Putting this ring, and seeing if I can, like that. Probably shouldn't chop on my bench. There we go. That's the size that I wanted, little. Okay. And then we might make the rest into like tortilla chips or something. Easy. Cool. So yeah, just using the rest of these bits for tortilla chips. We'll just leave them there for a minute. Okay. Let's get back to business. Yeah, and you use much less filling than I was using before. I was like, this is not going to feed a lot of people. Yes. And then we're going to spray, like brush these with oil and then bake them. Cool. I'm gonna leave a little bit left because I'm gonna make a dip. Try not to eat it. I can't get over how delicious that is. Now, so we've got our, I wouldn't call them taquitos because taquitos are small and these ones are huge, some of them. Okay. Now this oil thing, it's time to shine. Because you don't have, if you've got a pastry brush, brush them with oil, but we've got this spray gun. So cool. And so this is a healthier version than deep frying them.
It's called the vaporizer.
Yeah. Cool. And that's gonna go, make sure it's all nicely coated. It's gonna go in the oven. So they're nice and crunchy. If you want to bake it for a while and then add some more oil, recoat it, feel free to do that. This one can go back in there. But donut time. Donut time. Okay, so it's time to turn these out. Ready? Just gently wiggle them. Oh, don't do what I did. They just broke apart. Ooh, they are gooey in the center though, the choc chips. Damn it. Damn it. Okay. That one didn't work out too well, but the lighting isn't great. But look at this. Oh, look at that. Oh, ho, 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 look at that, chat. And they're gonna have a coating as well. So that's the choc chips inside. Yum. Yum. I need to figure out how to get the rest of them out. But Exceed, could you make your way into the kitchen, please? Think you maybe push the center. Maybe do this, like push the center down. Oh, hold on. Push the center straight down. Or no, being very gentle, like that. Maybe that might help them come out. I don't know. Maybe that will help them. Stretch it out really. Oh, the bit's broken. All right, kind of came out, but not. It broke. Damn it! Maybe the donuts aren't for this mold. Sad face. Maybe I'll freeze them and they can come out, these ones. But these guys should come out a lot easier. This is the problem with silicone, is that, you know, they're non-stick and whatever, but it can be hard to get them out of. Damn it. Just eat them with a spoon inside the mold. Hey, there we go. There we go. It's a bit better. It's got a little crack in it. Slightly falling apart, but whatever.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. If you can hear me and I'm coming in loud and clear with no audio changes required, please say the word taquito in chat.
Cool.
Taquito, taquito.
Oh, they're better.
They look good. Molly, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
It's a series of questions. I lied.
Oh.
My calendar says that yesterday
Yeah.
we started streaming. As in, like, it's a reminder.
No, it's 27th.
No, but I've got it set up monthly.
Oh. Oh, no, it is the 20th. It's the 20th of April.
Hello.
20th of April. For some
Okay.
reason I thought 27th.
So what
Next month.
So what is that milestone? Yesterday is streaming for how long?
4 years and 11 months
Wow. I only bring that up. We're 1 month
away from our...
Reaps. Today is Reaps' 5-year stream anniversary.
Really?
Isn't that like, and for those that don't know, we go live, Read
We
some-
go live exactly like.
We always go live at the same time. So there you go. Fun little fact. And we didn't know Reeps when we started streaming. And we've only basically just met him.
But we also didn't stream at this time when we started streaming.
Yeah.
There we go. Look how cute these look.
Yeah, they look great. I like the I don't like the
I
beady
like the
ones.
look of the beady ones.
Nah. Nah.
He had a crazy hype train earlier.
Good,
That's
I'm glad.
awesome.
He
That's
deserves
really-
it.
Yeah, he does.
He puts on a great show.
Incredible, like really thought out, really fun.
I hope he has a lovely
Maybe we
stream
hopefully we'll raid him later on.
Yeah, then he'll ban me again.
He did
He likes to ban me.
because
He bullies me.
he doesn't. He said that because you don't like something. What was it? You don't like?
Some food or something.
Yeah, some food or something.
Can't remember.
Banned exceed. Okay.
Probably seafood.
Taste that.
On the way out.
Oh, LP. We made mochi donuts, and they are incredible. We've just.
So
You need to taste this. This
this
is
is
amazing.
what you've been frothing over.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's really good. And I know you'll just be like, oh, it's okay. I know it. I know you're going to disappoint me. But I think it's delicious.
Feels bad, man. Look at you. It's really good. It would be better cold.
Really?
Yeah. But it's really good.
How would you eat
It's a
it
good
cold?
mix. Maybe a little bit too much. I'm guessing it's spring onion in there.
Red onion.
Jalapenos. Maybe there's like a little too much
Crunch.
burn,
Oh,
but
really?
not like chili burn, like onion burn.
Oh,
Almost.
yeah. Onion then.
But that is very nice.
So I've decided like we might make it into a dip.
Yeah. That makes great
Can
dip.
you have shredded chicken as a dip?
That's a
I think
little
that would
bit
be
weird.
really good with corn chips.
That's a little bit weird though.
Yeah, but okay. Make it. I'll design a jalapeno popper dip. Okay, stay
Well,
there.
that's oddly specific.
No, but I feel like I need to make more jalapeno popper bread dishes.
Okay.
We're building out the recipe, but the website. Okay.
You can make salmon dip. Why not a spicy chicken dip?
Yeah, but it won't be blended. But yeah, I put the chocolate away. I need to go and get it.
Who was it before that said they didn't like dark chocolate?
Oh, someone said that they think that if they could delete chocolate from the world.
Dark chocolate's great.
Oh,
It was me. Venti Julie, you're lucky that you still get, when it's your birthday, you get like a grace period,
oh, so he's gonna give you a week
like
off.
around your birthday. You know what I mean? Like
Alright.
leading up to and leading away from your birthday, you get like a grace period.
Yes,
And I can see you're enjoying yours.
I'm taking full advantage.
It's like when Molly says she has a birthday week.
Yeah,
It's like that.
guys, 13th of May. Remember, it's on a Friday, so we got the whole week of birthday celebrations.
But well done for putting your hand up, because it certainly sounded like I was
Can
I was targeting you. Put your hand up now, I want to talk to you.
you open that? Guys, I've got dark chocolate, and I'm adding some glucose.
Dark chocolate has antioxidants, so it's good for you in moderation. Salted caramel dark chocolate.
Exceed. I know I don't want you to tell me, but for my birthday, we're streaming on my birthday.
As far as I know. I don't know.
Okay. You've started planning, haven't you?
Sure.
Guys, I'm 30 this year.
I've got a loose idea of what I want to do.
Okay. I'm gonna microwave this. I read somewhere that this is gonna do something that I want it to do, but I've never tried it. So today's a day of firsts.
Okay. Guys, we're doing a mystery box in like the end of this week. The end of this week, we got a mystery box challenge. Mods, whichever mods are listening, lurking, I need your chosen ingredient in our secret Philip chat, please. Now. Molly turns 30 on the 13th of May.
I feel like such a baby.
You are a baby.
I've also been having like a, what do you call it? Like a,
Third life crisis.
yeah.
Yay, 30 is a good year.
Is it?
I think they're all good years.
Oh, my tubey. All right, I'm adding a little bit of, okay, the glucose didn't do what I wanted it to do, so now I'm gonna add some cream.
Oh, so explain so what happened then? You can't
It's
have an experimenting stream and then not tell anyone when
Yeah,
things go
true.
wrong.
This is very true. So I wanted it to go like glossy and like a ganache, but it kind of like I don't know. It hasn't seized, but it's not doing what I want it to do. Or like I just thought that it would go creamier, but
Have you cooked with paneer before?
Once. I'd like to do more often. It's not available at Woolworths though. You have to buy it from Coles, so I've got to go into the grocery store.
A cute little baby. I'm in my 40s, so I know that the 30s are the best. But then when you're in your 50s, will you know that the 40s are the best? Is that how it works?
My 20s have been pretty freaking amazing, so I have hope for the 30s. Any and all advice welcome.
We just finished watching the very relevant show Afterlife.
Because, guys, I know that I have 50 years left. 50 years.
Yeah, Molly puts the cap at 80.
Yeah, 80, I'm done.
She makes 80, she may mysteriously disappear.
I think 80 is a good year. Like, I don't want to get older than 80. I don't want to have like aging bones and things like that. I think 80 is a good innings. 80 years on this planet is fabulous. Okay, so but the pandemic's brought us together. You guys here?
You can marinate paneer like chicken.
Okay.
What is paneer?
Paneer is that it's kind of like that cheese that is like halloumi but not salty.
Oh.
We didn't mind it. Okay.
Isn't it the name of that bakery in America?
Yeah, it is as well.
Why does a bakery name themselves a cheese?
I don't know.
We didn't have a very
Well-
good experience.
Yeah, Paneer didn't have really good customer service.
Where was that? Where was it that we went to that one?
I don't remember.
I remember the street.
The,
I can picture it, but I don't remember what. Wasn't it the same state that I got my phone fixed in?
I don't know. Just with my fingers. Okay. Sorry. Now,
Somewhere on the east.
somewhere on the East Coast. I don't even remember at all.
Because we went to Jersey
I think it was going to be
Mike's.
the last. Wasn't it going to be the last Paneer that we were going to come across or something?
Oh, I don't know.
So you want to dip it and then just give like a
I
little
will
shake?
say that was confusing as
Oh, we did go to Jersey Mike's.
that was confusing as like traveling tourists throughout America, because we just assume, obviously incorrectly, but we had assumed that like a lot of the chains were basically
Everywhere.
all across America.
Yeah.
And so we always just assumed that we would
See
be
it.
able to like go to that chain in the next city or something.
All right, this one's lost.
And that was like very much not the case.
And everyone's like, oh, you've missed out. You can't go to Raising Cane's anymore, or you can't. No, what was that chicken place? They're like, oh no, it's now you've left the South.
Yeah.
And we're like, we're still in the South. We're in Texas, and they're like, no, that's the wrong South.
So that was difficult, and we missed out on a few things because of that. But we'll be back.
Yeah, we guys, we've never been to Taco Bell. We've both been to the US twice together, and I've been to the US 3 times. How many? Yeah, I think both of us 3 times. We've
Yeah,
never
I've been
had
3
Taco Bell.
times. Yeah.
Never had Taco Bell.
You're getting chocolate all over the stream deck.
Yep.
And the camera, that's gross, man.
Glazed donut. Yum.
What do you guys think of the donuts? I think they look great.
Anything, you glaze anything with chocolate looks good.
Taco Bell gone downhill? We wouldn't know. Taco
Was
Bell's,
it ever up the hill?
Taco Bell's only recently come to Australia. And for those that don't
We
know...
never hear bad things about Taco Bell. Americans have such a bad...
Yeah, well, we don't know what it's like in Australia. For those that don't know, it is positioned more as like what you would call a Chipotle. It's not like Omega cheap.
Yeah, it's like, if in Australia we have like a store called Guzman and Gomez. It's kind of like more your upper market.
Yeah, it's not super cheap. But I don't know if that means it's really good. We haven't had it, but it's not as cheap as it is in America.
Okay. Do you want some ice? Not ice. Do you want some
Ice, baby.
milk?
Do I want a glass of milk?
Yeah.
No. What? Do you want a glass of milk?
They go nicely with this. The donuts look like the lighting here. Hold on.
I think that looks good.
They look so dark.
No, I don't think they do.
No?
I think you need to look at it again.
Hold on.
I'm sad they took my cinnamon twists away. It's because you weren't buying enough cake.
Oh.
That looks super artificial. See, turn it off and just take a step back.
Yeah, okay.
I think it looks great.
Okay.
I love Subway. Oh, I love Subway. Subway's great.
I thought you were just going to be like, Subway's okay.
No, I see. I'm of the impression that Subway is really not appreciated in America.
Yeah, it isn't, because they have like all Jersey Mikes and stuff like
Yeah,
that. We
Subway's-
don't have anything like it, guys.
Subway's like Australia's only chain sandwich shop.
We did Jersey Mikes,
Did Jersey Mike's?
Publix.
There was another one.
There was like 4 places that sold subs. We tried them all. We still prefer Subway.
I love Subway. Guys, Subway's great.
Look at my donuts. My donuts are amazing. They taste like raisins. Better than raisins.
Although Jersey Mike's was good. They had in their fountain Gatorade. I couldn't believe it. Couldn't believe it.
No, Powerade, wasn't it?
Whatever. Powerade, Gatorade. They had that in their fountain, in a refill cup. You could just chug Raid. Incredible.
Chug the raid, chug the raid.
Welcome in, Beware My Brain. And Jimmy John's, that was the other one. Jimmy John's,
Jimmy
yes.
John's, that's it.
Yes, we tried Jimmy John's and Jersey Mike's. They were both good. We enjoyed them both. Like, they were fine. But if I had to go to a sub shop, still, I would go to Subway. Probably should clarify Gatorade. Really?
What?
But I would consider them like the same drink. Oh, because Raid is...
Yeah.
I get what you're saying.
Where's the...
So what's your go-to Subway sandwich? Well, thanks for asking. I really like to encourage Subway's creativity, and I like to...
More teams better.
dare
More
spray
teams
that.
better.
I like to get the seasonal one. You know, like the variety
sorry.
that they've got going on? Like whichever the special one is on at the moment.
It's going to put a little bit of gold
I
flake.
usually like to try that. If there's none of that available, I do like a chicken teriyaki. If I'm really hungry, you go with the meatballs. What's it called? The chicken schnitz.
Yeah,
Chicken
you
schnitz is pretty good.
introduced... Is that the one you introduced me to?
Yeah, because it's like the fillet that it's like the fillet but better. Fun fact though, if you ever come to an Australian Subway, or if you're an Australian like me that goes to an American Subway, you can't just say
Italian
bread. So in Australia, there is only one. Like if you say that, it can't be misinterpreted for anything.
Yeah.
There is only Italian herbs and cheese bread. There is no other bread choice that comes close to that. in America, and sorry, as a result of that, you can walk into an Australian Subway and say, hey, I'll grab it on the Italian bread. They know what you're talking about. In America, they've got Italian herbs and cheese and Italian bread. They're two different breads. And so I ruined my first few subs because I said,
We didn't know.
I'll grab that on the Italian bread. And it took me a while to understand why it was so different.
Okay.
Chicken snitz. Now that, it's a chicken schnitzel. Do you know, does that ring a bell?
Crumb chicken?
Yeah, it's crumb chicken. We call it a chicken schnitzel. Oh, they're big boys.
Yeah.
Wow.
Can you pass me the clamshell, the red thing?
You don't want to show them yet?
Not yet. I've
Okay.
got to put them back in the oven. I'm just going to get the chips off.
Gotcha. What's the difference? I think, so the Italian one is pretty basic. I think it's,
It's just like a
like
a
seasoned
wholemeal
bread.
bread.
yeah.
Whereas the Italian herbs and cheese is like herbs
Loaded.
and like cheese on top.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, these because they're not corn, 100% corn. They're not going as crunchy as I wanted them to.
They look pretty crunchy. I'm surprised.
Okay, Exceed.
Yo,
What do you think of your donuts?
donuts look great. Not a fan of the gold flakes. Sprinkles, poggers. They look delicious. What do you think?
Yeah, I think they're pretty good. I think I'd like to make them again for the food photo. I think.
Oh, you're going to take photos of these?
Yeah, I'm gonna put them on the website. What do you think?
Well, I don't know. I haven't tasted them yet.
Yeah, okay. Taste the sprinkle one.
Taste the sprinkle one. Now?
Yeah, or the plain one, whatever you
Or
want.
the plain one? Well, I'm going to go with the plain one because it's already a bit broken, so I know that won't make the cut for the photo.
Yeah, okay. You're a good boy.
Very gooey. Very messy.
Oh, messy.
What?
You speak it up like that.
Good. You can know straight away. It's good. You don't have to think about it. It's really soft and there's gooey bits in the middle. And then the frosting or whatever you want to call it, the ganache, the covering, the icing. Not too sweet, which I
Yeah.
find donut icing usually is. A lot of flavour. Good.
Big fan. You like that? I feel like you're saying you like this more
Really messy though.
than the donuts from. No, sorry, the espresso blondings that I made the other day.
Yes. Yes, correct.
And like when you're inside them, there's like gooey. Can you press
really good.
the half press the focus button? Yes.
Really good. I wonder how they go being in the fridge or chilled or left. Like they're best now, but I wonder how much it changes. You know what I mean? I think
I prefer to use donut too.
I think I know what you mean. I really only hear the term schnitzel applied to actual German schnitzel around here, but there's a lot of German heritage in this part in the States, so I don't know. Yeah, so a schnitzel is like pretty common in Australia, the use of the word. Fun fact, Pizza Hut in Australia is trying to make the schnitzer a thing. They have a very large advertising campaign on at the moment.
The schnitzer.
Where they're mixing a schnitzel with a pizza into a schnitzer, where the base of the pizza is a schnitzel. Haven't tried it, doesn't sound very good. But it is very common in Australia, the term. Can I eat the rest of this one, Molly?
Yeah. All right. Are you ready for the taco thing?
Okay.
They're good. I think they're a little bit. They're rich, so you'd only eat like half of one at a time, I think. But they are delicious. Definitely work better in the round tin, easier to get out than this tin. That's why maybe I could only find them in the round, like cake donuts in that shape.
Well, you're good after one.
Yeah. Nice coffee when you wake up from a nap or in the afternoon. Nice pick me up.
We
You can
brought
do
up the
different glazes
KFC
as well.
Double Down. Yeah, we still haven't tried that.
Yeah, we haven't.
It can't be that good. Well, I mean, it can't be that bad either.
Okay. So this is the dip. This is kind of my idea
Whatever.
for the dip, guys.
I need a drink after that. That's dense.
That's why I said to you, do you want a glass of milk?
Why are we stacking yogurt?
Because the top yogurt's nearly empty. So I put it on top of each other. Look, guys, tortilla chips, corn chips. These are just the tortillas, leftovers. Like that. Obviously, I think the chicken needs to be chopped up smaller, but this is like I think it's gonna be, what?
Molly's very taken by this.
I think this is delicious.
That's great. I'm all for it. I support it.
Try it. Try it. Hi, Jess.
I got a dog in my way. That would be a great chunky dip for sure. When you guys have like nachos or salsa or whatever, do you always make like your dip or your salsa, or do you like buy it? Do you always buy pre-made salsa? You know what I mean?
I always buy it because I'm not I've never really made salsa from scratch before. So
I think buying it is like a lot simpler, and like it's good. You know what I mean?
I should try it because I've never made it before. Oh man, that is so good. If you serve that to me with some like the chopped chicken, warm, this is like a chicken queso dip. Chicken jalapeno dip. Yum. I haven't been taken by a recipe like this for so long.
That's true. I think it's fine.
And it's fine.
Yeah, I think it's pretty good. I'm not taken by it like you, but I support.
You're wrong.
I support you taking this.
Okay.
Yes, Molly, please make some salsa. The Miss Molly salsa. Wow.
Breast prep one, please.
Woo-hoo! Ladies and gentlemen.
Look at these. So these ones are supposed to be your taquitos. These are really large. This next time we do them, I'll have to get proper corn tortillas. But I think my idea is checking out, guys. I had this literally. We saw a TikTok video or a reel about making taquitos. I'd never heard of them before, and they did like a buffalo chicken version. So I was like, what about jalapeno popper? And then I just made this up on the fly, and I think it's incredible. I think you guys are gonna love it. It's creamy, slightly spicy, really flavorful, like crunchy, fresh, not too overwhelming. But I just don't know about a dip to dip it in, or if you just eat it as it is. Should we try some different dips?
Oh, that is animated. I thought I was like tripping.
Oh, yeah. What kind of, do you think it needs a dip?
Well, I don't know. What's in it? It's this mix that's in it.
Yeah.
Maybe like that other one you made with jalapeno.
Oh, the ranch?
Yeah. Maybe
That's
that
a
would be
idea.
good.
The buttermilk, like the, all right, good idea. Exceed?
I'm full of them.
Okay, so can you get me some sour cream?
Oh, okay. Whoa, 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 where's the sour cream? What about Chick-fil-A sauce?
Maybe you could try it.
Where's the sour cream?
Okay,
Sour cream's pretty good. It's good stuff.
it's pretty good. So sour cream, then we also want coriander or cilantro.
Call Me Ginger Snap recommends nacho cheese, Molly.
Say that one more time, please.
What do you think about nacho cheese?
I think nacho cheese will be too, I'm gonna say, what? I think too, like creamy, because it's already quite creamy itself. What?
You know how yesterday on stream, Cad commented on the mustache,
Yeah.
and I when I shave my facial hair, I shave it in the shower. I have a waterproof razor.
Yes.
And so I was about to say to Cad, hey Cad, I thought of you in the shower last night.
Best you not.
It needed a lot of context. What do you call cheese that's not your cheese? Nacho cheese!
I like it. Okay, sour cream, coriander,
Or cilantro.
cilantro,
That's a lot. Even with context. Come on, dog.
jalapenos,
Merry Christmas, Matala.
ranch seasoning.
Did you see Matala? Oh no, you didn't. I think he posted it after you went live.
What was it?
There's a photo of him and his massive lens on the side of the road.
His 200mm one.
He's a big boy. Yo, what did you get me? What would we get Matala for Christmas, Molly? I know.
Donuts.
No, I know. I've got it.
What?
Because, Matala, I'm familiar with photography equipment and I'm familiar with what photographers buy for themselves and don't buy for themselves. I'm willing to bet that if we got you for Christmas a battery bank charger, like a unit that you could just drop your batteries into and charge them, like, and it's all self-contained, I'm willing to bet you would make good use of that.
Or a lacy.
Yeah, or
Backup
that. Although
lacy.
he's probably got something pretty similar. Oh my God, yeah, baby. Yeah, I know.
Look how shiny that is.
That could be our delivery.
This could be our delivery. We could just spend the next 2 hours unpacking our boxes. We're getting a delivery. It was supposed to come on Wednesday. We're very excited. Just slightly excited. Is it there? No. Oh, damn it. Okay. Ranch jalapenos. I forget what I usually put in this. I think that's mine. I think it needs... Here in the milk. Are you okay? All right, we're gonna blend this. So jalapeno ranch, so ranch dressing. You don't have to add ranch dressing if you don't want to. I'm trying to create a recipe for this. This is a ranch seasoning powder, only available in the US. But Australians need an alternative. So I'm trying to buy buttermilk and see how we can dehydrate it.
Cad, you would know what a lacy is. What are you dehydrating? Ranch.
Sorry?
Are you dehydrating ranch?
Dehydrating buttermilk.
Oh. I'm guessing there's Australian terminology at play here. No, I'm pretty sure it's an American company. I'm pretty sure. It might be Australian, but it's like a NAS company or like a storage company. External hard drive, that type of stuff. It's like high-end gear, good gear. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, let's see. Lacy, baby. Is it a hard drive like the show pictures? Yeah, you can use it for that. Yeah.
What's up?
Well, we're just talking stuff.
Lacy hard drive.
Lacy stuff.
I want another one for my camera. Okay. So this is the best dip with corn chips. Oh God.
So what do we call this dip?
I'm gonna call it a jalapeno ranch. Oh God, it's just delicious.
Wow, you're really liking the sauces today.
I know, but
Well, the
you
dips.
know that I love this, and I
do.
react like this with this.
That's true. Tis one of your favorites.
But I haven't.
The best dip is what it's called.
It's so easy as well. Okay. Oh, spicy, vinegary, coriander-y. Okay.
Cilantro-y.
Now. Whoop. I knew that was gonna happen. I caught it just in time. Everything that I do to fix it isn't a permanent fix.
You said buying the new part would fix it.
I know I did. I thought buying the new part would fix it.
You sold me on it. Mm-hmm. It was all a lie.
Okay.
All right, we got 5 big honkin' chonkin' taquitos.
Yeah, we do. So, I'm just gonna dip that in there
Gee, God, that's big.
and then just get a photo.
Are these going on the website?
Oh, the chicken came out. Hold on.
Blip.
The thing is that like, I want but the photos need to be better. I think we should go back to taking the food photos like in the food photo section.
Okay.
Do you guys? What I used to do is we used to cut away and have a camera watching me take food photos, so I could make something on stream, make it pretty, then take a photo of it. I think that is the right thing that we should go back to, so that you guys can get more recipes on the website. So I'd have to remake something to show it. Also, I'm taking it with my phone because
I've never had a taquito before, so I don't really know how it compares to the real thing.
yeah,
I don't have much of a
they
baseline.
should be crunchy,
Well, they look crunchy.
but they're not as crunchy as I want them to be. Right, you want to pick one or do you want that one?
Oh, whatever. So they're all the same?
Yep, we're gonna try it with ranch first.
Okay. Dip that bad boy in there.
Ranch is good.
Oh, hot.
Very hot.
Very hot. Oh, oh, oh.
Oh my god, it's so hot. They're yummy.
I'm not sure that dip complements the taquito. It's good, but I'm not sure they go together perfectly.
Chat, Jess. Well, let's do this again.
So you buy frozen taquitos, Kat, and then you air fry them?
Okay. We've been really loving Cholula. Thank you for the people that suggested Cholula, because it's kind of been our favorite hot sauce.
Cholula's really good.
It's not too vinegary. It's not too overwhelmingly spicy. It's been a really...
It's sort of like sriracha with more of a kick.
Yeah, and not as Asian flavors, which I think goes with more things better.
Yeah.
Jalapeno. No, sorry, this is buffalo. We're trying a different buffalo sauce. This one's Sweet Baby Ray's. And I thought some barbecue.
Some BBQ, baby. What do you call this one? It's not Sweet Baby Ray's.
This is ETA original barbecue sauce.
Okay.
Cholula is a good set.
It is. It's very nice. I like it a lot. Although the lid is a little bit weird.
The cork lid.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Because
wood lid.
it's hollow and it's all wood.
I didn't even realize it was
Yeah.
hollow. Yeah.
It's a little bit strange.
All right. So we've got barbecue sauce, sweet. It's like a sweet barbecue sauce.
They sleep with us. They don't have
Jalapeno.
crates.
No, the Cholula.
Okay.
And buffalo.
All right, let's go. I'm going with this one. Is this the ranch?
The buffalo.
Buffalo.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. Yeah.
The dogs sleep on our bed, or on the floor, near our bed.
It's not quite right.
It's okay. But
It's not quite the combination.
the Cholula is nice, but I think I prefer the buffalo.
I need like a glass of water. You don't like any of them. None of them are hitting the spot for you.
The barbecue, it's got too much clove in it.
Clove. Wow. Okay.
I think we're gonna try the Jack Daniel's sauce. Oh, the raspberry chipotle. Guys, we're sauce people now.
Toxie says that's by far the best barbecue sauce.
What is the barbecue one?
The ETA one.
Yeah. Okay, this is the Jack Daniel's barbecue.
Very vinegary, that one.
The Cholula.
This one, whatever this is.
Cholula. That's the raspberry barbecue, raspberry chipotle, which I think might go well.
One more.
Hi, Chess. Down.
Oh.
Down. Yeah, so the taquitos should be crunchier.
Really?
Like corn chip crunchy. All right, so now I'm going in with the...
That barbecue's been the best one for me so far.
Which one? That one?
This one.
Really?
So far.
No. The Jack Daniel's is... It's like not the flavor profile that I'm going for. It's like smoky.
This is Jack Daniel's, this one?
Yeah. Is the music on? No. Can you guys hear the music? Yes. Oh, my thing's turned off. Okay. My headset. No, it isn't. No, it is. Okay. Yeah, now I can hear it. It's just turned off. Yeah, so the smokiness of the Jack Daniel's doesn't suit. No. Raspberry chipotle? No.
It's okay.
Which one do you like best?
It's hard. I don't think any of them are like the right
No.
fit. It's hard, but probably this one. Your dog is begging for some.
Yeah, he's not allowed any. Will burn your butt. I think the buffalo,
Which one? This one?
that one.
Okay.
I think I have,
Oh, I'm full. They're huge.
I am full too.
There's so like two.
Oh, my nose.
I'm just going to grab a glass of water.
I'm just trying to figure out what different flavors go with it. Because it's creamy and spicy. I'm thinking it needs something fresh to like cut through it. So I've got a cherry chili, kind of like a vinaigrette, you would say. See if that goes with it. But maybe nothing. I don't know. Maybe a red sauce, like a tomato salsa. Good night, Miravina. Thanks for hanging out. It's okay. I'm thinking.
Good night, Mirovina. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for asking excellent questions. Appreciate you being here.
I'm thinking I like this best. It needs like a salsa. Don't know if I
My
have a
salsa.
in the fridge. Or I'm not gonna make it into a taquito, and we'll just keep it as a dip, chip dip.
A chip dip.
That is. Oh, I don't have any salsa. I have. No. Oh no. Nope.
Yo. Yeah, I see, like I said before, I don't know what a taquito is supposed to feel or taste like. So I don't have much to go on. But like, I don't think they're amazing. You know what I mean? Like it's okay, it's fine. I think it would be better if they were smaller because it's more of a snack.
Yeah.
These are more of a meal.
Yeah, well
They're pretty chunky.
I really prefer it with that. Try that.
I can only have a few more bites.
It's like a really sweet cherry Do raspberry, like a
It's
raspberry
still really
sauce.
hot. Wow.
And just kind of cuts through the creaminess.
Okay.
Oh God, I'm
Would you
full.
serve, like, even if they were smaller, right?
Yeah.
Would you serve taquitos like a party? Like,
don't
are they
know.
party? Are they finger
I
food?
don't know. Like I said, I've only found them once.
Yeah. So this is, what one is this again?
Cherry chili sauce.
It's that one.
Yeah.
We got that at the markets,
Farmers
or we got
market,
sent
yeah.
it? Yeah.
Farmers market. Hey Tom. I can see the steam coming off it. A flauta? Yeah. Hey Google, what is a taquito? Taquito is small. It means small. Okay.
According to Wikipedia, a taquito, tacos dorados, rolled taco, or flauta is a Mexican
Oh,
food dish
flauta.
that typically
Another word.
consists of a small rolled-up tortilla
Small
that
rolled up
contains
tortilla
filling,
that
including
contains
beef,
filling,
cheese, or
including
chicken.
beef, cheese, or chicken.
The filled tortilla is then crisp fried or deep fried. The dish is often topped with condiments
Oh,
such
is it
as
done
sour
talking?
cream and guacamole.
Sour cream and guacamole. Yeah.
This one is more complimentary. Like, it's not as bold,
Yeah.
whereas the other ones are all quite bold flavors.
Yeah, I agree. And I think that this is, I think what I might, if I do release this recipe, I think I would create like a raspberry, kind of like a savory compote type thing. That is your filling. Delicious. But I would feel more comfortable creating this as a dip, and you could feel it like a creamy enchilada if you wanted to. That was a good, give him the burnt one.
All right. What are we going to do with all these sauces now, Molly? This is why we burn through them so quickly.
What do you mean?
Because you poured them all out into vessels.
I can put one back in the jars. It's only a little bit, like a tablespoon each. Oh my goodness.
These are nice.
Yeah, they're just shots of hot sauce. So for those that are new here, we usually do for a $10 or $10 tip or 1,000 bits, we do a teaspoon of hot sauce, or a warhead, a bean boozled. It usually, if Exceed's not on stream, he comes on stream for 10 minutes, but it's a lot more than a teaspoon. I don't know which one's which now.
I might prefer the donuts over these.
Okay, so your dish of the day,
Donut.
donuts.
Easy clap.
Guys, what is your dish of the day? Dish of the day.
I know what yours is.
What?
This mixture.
No,
that's in
yeah,
here.
just the mixture
Yeah.
itself, yeah. It's not often, but it's very exciting when I create something that, like an idea in my head, that I don't have a recipe, don't have any idea, and just like bang. And it's like, it's amazing. Because sometimes, a lot of the time, it comes together and it's okay, but it needs tweaking. That is, I actually prefer that filling better than when it's really hot and inside the taquito. It tastes slightly different,
taquito?
it's slightly cooler.
The taquito.
Taquitos. I don't know if I can get the Cholula one back in the thing.
All right.
No.
Is my time in the kitchen come to an end?
Guys, do you have any questions for Exceed while he's here? I think you're okay. You're good. Thanks for being here.
Thank you for making the delicious food.
That's right.
I'm going to take a
Nice.
little chip.
Take a little chip.
Oh.
But now I get to keep this,
Hey, what?
the jalapeno ranch dip. That has to go on the website. If there's anything that we've made over the last few months that you think, oh my gosh, like I would like that on the website, please let me know, because I'm taking some time now the cookbook's done to reinvigorate the website. Add heaps of new recipes. We've added one this morning, which is the hot cross buns, ready for Christmas, Easter. I want to keep updating, and that's where I want to focus on, the content, pushing stuff out on the website, and creating recipes for you guys to make at home. So let me know if there's anything that isn't there that you'd like to see, any ideas. Salsa is a good one, we were mentioning before. I need to make it first and figure out what I like and create a recipe for salsa. There's smashed potatoes coming. I have a list of stuff already I need to make and then photo shoot and then put it on the website. So they're coming. Any excuse to make smashed potatoes again is delicious. I have a fluffy dog here sitting. I was hoping the mail would come, Exceed. We have a very...
I'm not sure if it would be right to open it on today's stream anyway.
No? Does that mean I get to open it on Wednesday? Or would we do it on Friday?
I don't know. We got to talk about it.
Yeah. So we're receiving a fun and exciting package. Well, it's going to be, it's quite a lot. We've been grateful enough to receive some stream equipment that we're going to unpack and open on, go through it. I just said hello. Go through it on stream, which is really cool. Stuff that I know you guys will be excited to learn about and see how we implement, and stuff that we might be able to kind of, talk about and discuss things that might, you might have interest in and might be interested in purchasing, but you want to figure out how they work or how they could work for you. And we want to be like like a taste tester, but like a trialer of different equipment and things like that. We'll always give our honest opinion, but yes. Exceed, shall we send them off to the wonderful Reaps?
Reaps.
I'm guessing he's still alive.
Oh, he's playing Jackbox Party Pack.
Hey, that's fun. Cool. So guys, what is your dish of the day? What did you like? The donuts? Donuts or the taquitos or flautas? I like the word flauta.
You tell me when, Molly.
You can hit it now. Next stream, we're doing chip and dip day. So Wednesday is, now, I was actually gonna make this ranch dip. Maybe I'll write this up and it will be available from Wednesday. We are gonna send you off over to Reaps. It's National Chip and Dip Day on Wednesday. So we thought we'd have a bit of fun with that. Thank you guys. Green Eyes, thank you for the 29-month resub, and Back Pocket, thank you for the beautiful raid. Thank you for contributing to the stream, guys, and being here, hanging out with us, asking so many questions today, asking, about what I do, if I can teach you anything small that I do, and hopefully improve or build your confidence, then that's what I'm here for. Made some delicious food, pretty keen to have a sit down bowl. Donuts, definitely try the taquitos too. Nice, thank you Sophie for answering the question. Raid, thank you Cad for posting that. Guys, copy and paste the raid call message. We are gonna go and visit Reaps, our beautiful friend who's celebrating 5-year stream anniversary on Twitch.
It's a big day for Reaps. And
it will be our 5-year anniversary in a month. Cool. Thank you guys for being here. See ya.
Bye-bye.